A lot of you question whether or not I'm here for truth. Question if I was a real flat earther or not. Well, the reality of it is there are no flat earthers. There are only globe deniers. Every flat earth evidence really is just a globe phenomenon, explained by the globe. Don't you see that? See, I'm still here for truth. Now there are certain people in my way. You can deny evidence, but you can't deny truth. Flat Earth, you ask a lot of questions. I think it's time you answer some now. What is up, party people? Like a dumb noob, I forgot to hit the damn unmute button. But, I do it. That's how I roll. So, basically, today's going to be a fun one. No topic. Basically, just BSing like we usually do around here. But I did want to bring up something that I did find. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. But before I pull this up, let me say what's up to everyone in the chat. Hang on, let me just pull this out of the way. All right, let's see who is here. What is up? The truth will out. What's up, RT? What's up, GPS? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Sean Hawkins? How you doing? What up, No Name? What up, Tess? See you in the Discord. I'll be over there in a second. What up, Crash? And let me see who else. What is up, B-Ball? What's up, sir? What up, Real Truth's wifey? AKA Tiff. What up, Gary? What up? What up, Truth Stands Alone? How you doing, sir? What up, Dark Seed? What is up, Stinger News 1? Let me see who else is here. I don't even know if I can read that name. What is up? Yeah, I'm not even going to try. What else? Who else is here? What's up, Anna? How you doing? I see you in the Discord, Farmers. I'll be there in a sec. Excuse me. And what's up, True Blue? All right, let's start. What's up, Secret Fine? I see you, man. My bad. Oh, you too, Secret G. How you doing? All right. So, like I said, nothing really planned. But one of the things I did want to show. Thanks, little bot. Please hit that like button. Why? I don't know. If you want to hit it, go ahead. I don't care. Excuse me. I'll get this all turned off real quick. All right, get rid of this little guy. He's fucking annoying me. No, go away. There you go. All right, so like I said, I want to check this out. I actually just found it. It was. Let me go ahead and pull it up first. Here it is. All right, let me go ahead and show this to you guys so I can, bam, turn that on. There you go. So, that's the wrong one. There we go. Now that should work. There it is. Perfect. All right. So, yeah. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of this, and I thought it was pretty funny and cool. This is, actually, I'm not going to share it yet. Found this. It's a book. It's called Flatland. And I was thinking, I kind of read through a little bit of it, and I was going like, hey, I wonder if, like, this is another book that Flat Earth became something on. And I just wanted to show you guys that that's out there. I thought it was funny when I saw it. Yeah, but nothing really relevant to anyone was talking about. But let me go over to Discord because I'm probably boring you guys with my ramble. Let me go over there real quick. What's up, guys? What are you guys up? What are you guys up to and talking about? Yeah. Well, I do know here in the United States what they're doing now is giving times, like certain groups can go at certain times, and they're also rationing out supplies and stuff. But there are places you guys should be going that a lot of people. I it's weird because I just went and found out and got a bunch of toilet paper. But you guys should like go to your remote places. Stop. Everyone's going to like their mainstream Walmarts and Vons and blah 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 grocery stores, but go like east or wherever direction you need to go to get away from the main city, and you'll find everything you need.
I thought it was not the end of the world. I'm not that fussed about it, but I just had a good gander around the store to see what it was like. I mean, yeah, there was no toilet paper, no tissues, anything to do with sort of hand wash, baby wipes, bread virtually gone, milk virtually gone, tins of food, pasta, rice. And bizarrely, right down at the other end of the store, and they always seem to do this in Tesco's, is they put all the alcohol at the furthest possible point from the entrance. I don't know why. But wine and spirits, you're fine. If you wanted beer, forget it. So that sort of shows you the general demographic of who shops in that particular store. They're all beer drinkers because the beer was gone.
Exactly.
And the bottle. But whiskey, vodka, wine, that was all fine. Yeah, spirits and wine was okay. But
they want the slow drunk, not the quick one. Real Truth's wifey says in the chat, shop local farmers markets.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yes. We got a few around here. So
yeah, but I mean, I've been my local supermarket. It was 4 days ago. I went in. I bought my normal. It was time for my 2-week shopping. I bought 2 weeks worth of shopping. I bought all the stuff that we would normally buy, and the only thing that was empty was the dry pasta, dry noodles, and dry rice. That shelf was completely empty. But everything else in the shop was well stocked. And I think some people went out and thought, I don't know what they're going to be living on boiled pasta and rice for fucking 2 weeks. Look, the shops are going to get the container, the trucks are going to come in and they're going to fill those shelves over the next week. You know what I mean? So in 2 weeks' time, when I go to the shop, I guarantee you I'm going to be able to do my 2-week shop. You know what I mean?
We'll try the other tip is B-Ball. I see you in the chat. You can probably answer this. Your guys' MRE supplies, when they run out, or you guys get to that fiscal year, do you guys have that like just truckloads of MREs? Yeah, ask if you guys know people in the military. There usually is. I'm talking trucks and truckloads of expired MREs, but MREs don't really expire that way. They're just
they last for like 20,
yeah.
30 years.
So Yeah, you may want to ask if you guys know people in the military. You may want to ask them if they have any extra
Yeah, I know my
MREs.
brothers in the army. I know about that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It lasts 30 years, man. So you keep it in the right temp.
Yeah, because I used to work at on Camp Pendleton, and we used to supply dirt to their landfills, and I think it probably about 3 times a year, we get probably in their 6 packs. So those are the type of trucks. We'd get maybe 100 boxes per truck, and then they take them to the landfill because they don't want to store them anymore. And I used to just get boxes and boxes and boxes of MREs. I fucking love MREs. MREs are fucking awesome. Because then what I also do is I break the packs down, and I use the heat pad, the heat cartridge, and I'll take like the main meals maybe, but when I go backpacking, they become my cooking devices or heating devices, or just snacks or foods, and I don't have to have anything in bulk.
I used to go camping. I've never bought an MRE in my life.
I've never bought them. I've never bought a damn one, but I love MREs. They're awesome. They're awesome.
When I was in the Army Cadets and we went out and sort of weekend exercises and things like that, we'd use the British Army 24-hour ration packs. And I had some. A lot of people said, "Oh, this stuff isn't very nice," but no, most of the stuff wasn't just edible; it was actually quite nice. And
I was in the boys' army as well, and we used to because we went and lived on like an army base, and they would give us like the billets, what do you call them? Those semicircular corrugated iron huts, missing huts, right?
Oh, yeah.
We were sweeping them, and we would go out on manoeuvres and all that. But we always ate with the soldiers, who were on the base, and there was a huge kitchen, and we never had to eat any MREs. They were cooking 3 times a day, you know what I mean? And I'd never seen an MRE even when I was in the cadets,
Oh, we only did it when we'd go out on weekend exercises. Sometimes we wouldn't even have a tent. We'd just sort of knock up a bivvy and we'd break out the ration packs and we'd enjoy our bacon burgers and AB biscuits and other such delicacies that were in there. But they were. It was everything that a soldier needed to survive for 24 hours. Down to
I did the
matches, sweets, everything.
And then the best part about it is those heat packs. Not only can you cook food with them, not only can you heat your hands and feet up with them and other body parts, but you can also make bombs with them. So fucking awesome. But we won't talk about that part of it.
You can use it before,
Yeah. I'll just kind of move away from that topic.
Yep.
It's time to move on. Yeah.
But one of the things I hate doing it. I hate revisiting shit, but I do. I just want to make, basically it's almost a statement. Travis is getting really bad. I thought it was. I really thought it was just ignorance. But now that he's in this debate mode he got going, I think the Chris Berries and the Nathan Thompson, I think they got to him when it comes to how to talk to people. Because I used to have a good conversation with Travis. It is no longer possible. Whether it be just down to the downright denial of things, or the idea that if he spiffies up his argument, it's going to make something different. Yeah. It's to the point, like I said, I have a fine line when it comes down to talking to people, and I don't have a problem with cutting people from my conversation list because of this. Once I have to start questioning your motives, there's a problem. There's a huge problem. There's going to be a problem because I won't know how to talk to you. What do I mean? I'm not sure if people notice, but I don't ever just become disrespectful to anyone for no fucking reason at all. I don't do it. It's not my style. But once you start triggering me and it becomes a repetitive thing, then I know that there's no reason to have a conversation with him. He keeps alluding to the fact that his idea is correct, but he won't explain it. I think Stingray. Yesterday we did it on this panel. Today Stingray laid it out as simple as it gets to him.
Yes, I was listening to that.
Yeah, and in the way he talks, and the way he was laying it out, I think Barney did it the best, where he basically showed Travis his argument is BS because he used his argument. And then he came on today on Jose's panel and acted as if he had a point that was made yesterday. It's getting real fine line to that point, and just so everyone understands where I'm coming from. I don't have any interest in debating with Travis. That's been done. I've done that. Everything that's been done is more than enough. Whether he wants to have a conversation about observations that we made that day that I have, we'll do that. But again, he's now to the point where he's not truth seeking. He's
not being honest.
He's Travis seeking. It has to be his way, or he has a hissy fit. And that's the other thing. I like to surround myself, and this is going to sound super conceited, but this is how I think of it. I like to surround myself with alphas. I like to surround myself with people who are sure of themselves, confident within themselves, in the sense of they can drop their ego. They can bring something to the table, is what I basically want to say. And Travis does not fit my requirements for conversation. Being his friend, being cool with him, meeting up with him is something completely different than the reality we're living in. Realistically, what I'm trying to say is I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for nuh-uhs, and I know what I'm talking about. Within the same sentence, say he doesn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having a girlfriend, and she says shit on Facebook, but when you meet her, she doesn't talk that shit. And this is what Travis, you met him on the beach, and you took photographs and talked to him, and he was a nice person, and then you get home, and he's talking shit on fucking
exactly.
YouTube, you know?
And that's exactly what it is. And this is basically me just saying, hey, you guys aren't gonna have to deal with a Travis-a-thon again, because that shit to me is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense to continue on doing this. I like to thank Seek and Find, because Seek and Find is the one who really made me realize that there are disingenuous flat earthers out there, and whether or not it's Travis openly being this way now, or it's the people he's hanging out with, I don't give a fuck. It's not my prerogative to figure it out. So with that being said, yeah, until he has a actual argument, I don't need to hear his conclusion anymore. I've heard that 1,000 times.
Yeah, well, and like he showed again this afternoon, and Stingray just simply asked, okay, then you're saying it's nothing but refraction. How does refraction cause the horizon? And he couldn't answer. He didn't have an answer because he doesn't have an answer, and he knows it. And that's why he gets so upset, because he can't give a straight and honest answer to that very simple question.
Yeah, and that's the main thing you got to think about when you're talking to flat earthers. Are you there for the argument? Are you there for to convince somebody? Are you there to learn shit? It all matters, because realistically, I've come to the point now where talking to flat earthers about how it's not is either me enjoying the conversation, the arguing, the conversation, debate, whatever you want to call it, or it's me thinking the person that I'm talking to is genuine. Typically, they'll say, I'm a truther. I want to know the truth. Doesn't matter if it's this, I'll change. Well, then why are you still running into brick walls and still trying to jump over them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing, that, whenever we produce evidence, and we say, well, if you do this and do that, you'll see this or you'll see that, and then they turn around and, they say, yeah, but that's a global thing, there's all this other stuff going on all this other stuff that might be going on that we don't know about, and we haven't detected or measured yet. And it's like, we've been measuring shit for 1,000 years, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's not much left out there for us to measure, Talk about the stuff we've measured rather than stuff you're making up,
The giveaway is when they say, okay, well, show me this or show me that. And you do, and you show them exactly what they've asked for. And then it's an immediate rejection for whatever vapid reason they can come up with. But they ask you to show me the curve. There's the curve. Oh, that's CGI, that's fake. Now, hang on a minute. You asked me to show you the curve. There's a completely genuine, perfectly acceptable photograph showing Earth's curvature. No, it's wrong. It's fake. At that point, the conversation is over because you are banging your head against a brick wall and you're just in the head.
I will tell you this, what I do plan on doing, and you guys may have heard it earlier when Jose was talking about it, but people like, for instance, Brian Leakey,
Mhm.
it's listening to him talk is ridiculous. That man is not a fucking surveyor. He's not a grade checker.
No.
He know. Hang on, Tess. Hang on, Tess. Hang on, Tess. Hang on. He knows how to use a level or it's a fuck, brain fart. He knows how to use a laser level. He knows how to use the receiver that comes on the linker rod for, when you're walking away from it. He doesn't know a damn thing. Why do I know this? Because I did that experiment where you use I call it a peep sight, eye level, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it looks like a miniature telescope that you put against your eye, and it has a little bubble inside the middle of it. It's in the car. Never mind. I was going to show you guys, but when you look at that bubble, he keeps saying that the horizon is always at that line, and he's full of fucking shit. For one, you can use a theodolite app on your cell phones. Everyone can do this. And you'll see there's always a gap, always. And it always matters to if you're standing at the beach, on the beach line, it may not be a gap, but when you go 30 feet, you're going to see a difference. And then the precision of that peep sight varies. Obviously the distance, because the further away you go, the more precise you'll need to be. But it's not hard. You line the sights up in between the two bubbles, and that's level. He makes it sound like it's so, like if you move up this a little bit, yeah, you're right. The further you look away, the smaller the movement, the more effect you're going to have if you're looking further away. That's just the way it works, period. But the way he talks about surveying and the instruments he used, it irritates me every time I fucking hear him. Every fucking time.
He told us that he's been doing this for 30 years.
Okay, he's a fucking he's a concrete guy. First of all,
that's what I'm saying, it does like 30 square meters or 100 square meters of concrete. He's not the weather shit. The horizon, you know what I mean? It's not meant to be used for that.
Like I said, he is not a surveyor. He's not a grade checker. Understand this. There are differences in what he does. He uses a laser level that grade checkers do use. Yes, but it's not the same thing. First of all, in construction, mainly, so everyone understands what I'm talking specifically construction. When he's using those instruments, those numbers are already there. All he has to do is match up the numbers on the rod and match up the height to the laser. All he's got to do is worry about visual sight. He does not. Nothing he's talking about has anything to do with being a plain surveyor. Has nothing to do with geodetic surveying. Has nothing to do with even grade checking. If grade checking is the step under surveying, grade checkers read off the survey stuff, and then they apply it to the field. When he's talking about these instruments, specifically today when he was talking about that peep sight and the horizon, which I fucking have done. And again, theodolite on your phone, you can everyone can do this. It's very easy. It's never on that line unless you're sitting on the beach. And the higher up you go, the bigger, the more that gap gets. I've done it from 30 feet above sea level. I've done it from 2,200 feet. I'm telling everyone right now, Brian Leakey is so full of shit with what he understands with grade checking and surveying. It's irritating the shit out of me. And I told Jose, I want to debate with Brian Leakey, and it needs to be on survey equipment and anything that goes along with it. But my main thing is he needs to stop talking as if he has a damn clue, because he gives surveying a bad name when he talks.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what he was talking about, I understood what he was talking about when he was saying, you measure something out, you know what I mean? Like 5 feet, 10 feet, 30 feet, 100 feet, you know what I mean? And then, he was talking about using a fucking tape measure. That's not what you use for leveling. You use a staff, a 3-meter staff. And the guy using the level and the guy with the staff have to be able to communicate with each other. And you rock the staff back and forward because they need to know a high and low maximum minimum to do the calculations.
Yeah.
I worked on motorways and bridges.
You're talking about a survey. You're talking about a survey reflector.
Yeah, it's a staff. It's a 3 meter staff, white with black numbers on it.
Yep.
And that's what the guy's looking at. And he wants you to rock it back and forth to get a max min, because he's going to be using that for his calculations for, what that land needs to either be taken down or raised up in order to get the motorway to be flat. But also on bridges, you get bridges that go out and they're in the air, and you've got 120 feet. So you've got metal casings going in, pouring concrete to get to that level where the motorway is going to go. I worked on that as well, you know what I mean? 120 feet in the air, fucking rocking back and forth to staff and fucking in winds and shit, you know what I mean? It's like, he kind of understands it, but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it sounds like that's how I know what he's talking about or where he's coming from. He knows how to use it on the when he's setting up forms and when he's checking grade for the curb and gutters and shit. But when it comes down to surveying, plain surveying, he's not even there. He's nowhere close to that. He at best, he may be able to talk like he knows a little bit about grade checking, but he's using all these survey things because the people around him are using it. And that doesn't constitute as knowing what he's doing or what he's talking about, and it's frustrating. It's mainly frustrating because it's part of my profession. It's part of what I do, and it's unnecessary.
This is another thing that we have in common, then, Sean. But we understand a little bit about grading and leveling stuff. On motorways, bridges, raised bridges, stuff like that. Raised. What do you call it? A motorway, you have these raised
highways, freeways. Yeah.
Highways, yeah. Raised up above it, I worked on all that as well, right, when I was a teenager, right? And I understand. I don't know, but I understand what they were doing, And we also understand, seeding clouds and stuff like that. We have got quite a few bits in common, and these are completely different fucking, aspects of engineering and science, right? But you and me, we're the kind of people, I think, that are interested in lots of different aspects of the world, and we're interested in learning about it. These people, flat earthers, are not interested in learning. They're interested in saying, nah, debunk, no, I don't believe it because I don't know about it. You know what I mean? Ignorance, man, that's what it is.
Well, see, I still hold faith, and I hate even saying this. The problem is you can't talk to every flat earther as if they're full of shit, because I hate saying it, but I know there's people out there that honestly want to understand, but finding them is the hard part.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it, because, like I said, Church, I'm not sure if I used to be a flat earther, and if it wasn't for the fact that people talk to me with respect and help me understand things, I probably still would be one. But at the same time, I like I've said many times, I am now in the full understanding of why people talk to certain people the way they do. I don't like the way they talk to everyone. I don't like when they bring the BS here, but at the same time, I can't say there aren't people out there like fucking Pete Shea. I can't say there aren't people out there like Nathan Thompson who are just so full of fucking shit that I'm just not interested in.
Yeah, but then you get people at Lemonbird who obviously understands some aspects of science, but then he talks complete bullshit about fucking energies and fucking waves and the truths, and it brings hope and prayer and fucking God's will, and that just destroys my brain.
Well, if I'm not sure if you noticed, but like when it goes to everyone, when you guys are in like the Discord servers and I'm there or on a panel and stuff, there are people I just don't interact with. I won't interact. I'll talk to Lemon. I think Lemon's cool. He's a cool dude. Fuck that. I'll have a conversation, but I won't debate with him. It gets to a certain point with him where I just cut off. I don't do it. I don't seek out any conversation with them. It's kind of the same reason why I never go to 24/7 server. It's like, what's the fucking point? I know how that's going to go. If they really feel it's flat, they know where I'm at. They know I'm more than willing to have that conversation. And GPS, I always talk to you. You never talk to me. But it's okay. I know.
GPS, mic check. Am I roboting too?
Yeah, you're okay.
Your robot voice was not roboting.
Awesome.
Give it 5 minutes and you will be.
Yeah.
Farmer boy, you're roboting for me.
Well, that's peculiar because I have a ping rate of 112 milliseconds. I mean, I'm in the green.
I'm in the green too.
Yeah.
So I'm
It
not a
might be me.
grader.
Let me just pop out and back in. I'll be back.
Okay.
So I'm not a grader or never have graded concrete, but wouldn't this be the equivalent of giving somebody like Matrix Media access to my shop tools and not knowing how to use them, correct? That's what we're talking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. He's talking about something he doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And just because he knows what they do, he's using that as if he knows, or he can use it in the argument, and he just stumbles over himself over and over again. I don't think. Matter of fact, does anyone know the region of the world he lives in?
It's in the South. I think the Midwest. I've had a talk with him when
Better-
we were discussing ping pong balls and shit in the back.
Better yet, does he live near an ocean?
I don't know.
Because how he would have done this experiment over land, I would be interested in seeing. Based on he talks as if he looks over the water, but like I said, I've done that. I've done that test numerous times. I've with the Adelaide on my phone. I've done it with the Peep site, and I took pictures. I got to get the pictures off my girl's phone. But literally, I've done all those fucking tests. I've done those.
Hammer says Florida.
So he may be near water. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where that is, but he does have
Well,
ocean near him, so that's good.
His segmented measurements next to sea level at the distances he wanted would only give him straight level lines regardless because the curve is so minute over that distance.
We're talking about brain leak, yeah. And Dark Seed said, Jacksonville.
Yeah, I see it right now. Yeah, Willie Fister. So you asked me, I know, right? He asked me a question. He said, "What was the oh shit moment?" You said to yourself, "It was the globe." It was never one thing. It was the fact that when I went on what you would call the fence, I went and started asking specific content creators of Flat Earth questions because they would be the ones that would have these answers. They're the ones promoting Flat Earth, and I didn't get answers from them. And then you combine that with that documentary that came out, when Jaron did that flashlight test. That was another thing that clicked. The thing that threw me over and said, "Oh shit, no more of this Flat Earth shit." It was probably when I started to understand science more. It wasn't a gradual thing or a instant thing. It was gradual. I'd say it happened over a 6-month period, and halfway through it, I knew it wasn't flat. I just wanted to confirm it with myself before I told people. There were people I told though. There was a lot of people. There were a lot of people in Debate Flat Earth and More server. That's why I got loyalty to that server. That they are one of the main reasons that I was able to understand things. But yeah, it was a lot of people went in there and they got shit talked to them, and I went in there with respect, and that's why I run my shit the way I run it, because you get further that way. But yeah, that's what made me realize it was a globe. It was a few things, and it was over a span of time. And I think anyone who says different is full of shit. And I just think that's period. Anyone who's left Flat Earth and says it was something that instantly happened, they're full of shit. It doesn't instantly happen. It should never instantly happen. That's not how understanding works.
No.
I mean, I get there should be something like there'll be a moment where all that information clicks, but it should never be one thing. If it's ever one thing, they're full of shit. I don't care. And that goes for why is it flat?
I guess it must be a bit like doing jigsaw. When you start, it's you start pulling it together, and then you start seeing the picture, but you ain't quite there yet. And then there's all the final bits slot in. It's like, there it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. And here's the thing. So I want to explain, because I see Seek and Find in there trying to throw jabs that don't work. If and Seek and Find, I know, has kids. Anybody with kids right now, listen. I want you to then go, okay, I get it now. When you guys are driving in your car, you're at the store or watching TV, and your kid looks at you and says, "I want," fill in the blank, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Then that kid says, 2 minutes later, I want. 3 minutes later, I want. And he repeats himself, or she repeats themselves over and over and over and over again. Well, Seek and Find, you asked me the question, or what are the effects of gravity, so many times. I pulled the car over and I beat your ass. And I told you not to talk until we get there. But that's the one thing that's one of the things that really just irks the shit out of me. I like.
This is a different.
Hang on. I'm a type of person who wants to learn. So when I ask my questions, they're to learn. I may have to ask that question 2 or 3 times over a span of time, but there's no reason in hell that Seek and Find the same question day after day was always, what are the effects of gravity? I bet you money if I asked Seek and Find what are the effects of gravity and under our imagination of a being, he wouldn't be able to answer. Why? Because he doesn't listen. So what would be the point? And if he does listen and he does know it, then he's trolling, and I got no time for that shit. That's why I don't reach out to Seek and Find to have a conversation.
Yeah, I just want to say, as a kid, my mum had 5 kids. I'm just one of 5. So I would ask my mum, can I get this? Can I get that? My sister Ruth, she would say, I need this, I need that. So there's 2 different mentalities going on there. She thinks she's going to get it because she says, I need it. And I'm asking my mum, can I get it? And my mum would be truthful to me, you know.
Seek says, I've been on your panel a handful of times, Sean, and I couldn't have asked that much. Stop line. Okay, so he says, I've been on your panel a handful of times. I couldn't have asked that much. Wow. Seek and Find used to come on my panel every day. What the fuck are you talking about? And every time you came on my panel, you asked me what the effects of gravity were. Every time. Don't fool yourself now. That's ridiculous talk now. Yeah, and everyone here knows it. Yeah. Can you tell me the effects of gravity? I guarantee you can't, Seek and Find. I guarantee you can't.
It's not gravity, it's its natural want.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Actual need, because my sister needed it, and I was asking, can I get it? You know.
No, I'm giving you a the quote is, the force is its natural want to be on the floor. There you go. That's something to think about.
Why, when you're sick, do you feel you want to lie down and get low down? Because that's an when you're sick and standing up makes you feel worse, doesn't it? You know,
because your body works like a self-cleaning oven. It's doing something, and it wants you to use no other energy but to do that itself. And then when you get up and your body starts working, when you get up and your body starts working, you're taking that energy away from them. So therefore, you're not feeling well. It has to go into overdrive to keep fighting the sickness. I don't think any of that sweated out shit works. I don't think that shit. It's not how it works. I don't think.
Depends what you're just sweating out. You know what I mean?
Well, if if your temperature is high, you're sweating because you're overheating. Sweat isn't a good thing. You don't want to be sweating like that, especially if you're laying down in bed. Your body shouldn't be sweating.
People say, feed a fever, stab a cold. You know what I mean?
I follow that shit. I eat all the time. I'll deal with the ramifications later. That's just how it is for me. I was like, oh, fuck that. But like I said, when I got the flu, because I just had the flu a few weeks ago. Well, I guess when I had the flu, I didn't eat. Now that I think about it, but that's for different reasons. I don't want to really think it's necessary to talk here.
Your fault.
Oh, of course.
So coronavirus is all your fault. You had it 2 months ago and gave all of it. You know what I mean?
I had the flu. Something different. You sound like Fire Earther. No, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like I said, it's just when it comes to the topic of realizing things. I'm quick. I'll cut you off. I don't care. Even to put this way, if one of you guys were spouting bullshit and I said something about it, I'd stop talking. I'd stop hanging out with you. Why? Because if you're just rhetoric is crap too, then what's the point? That's why Aaron doesn't come around anymore. Aaron,
Yeah, I was very, very drunk last night. Was it last night? No,
no, the night before.
I was very,
I don't
very
care.
drunk in the chat.
Church,
No, the thing
it's
is,
not that
I was
bad.
very, very drunk talking shit, and you didn't cut me off, man. I appreciate that, but no, you probably should have.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, you're a grown man. You do what you must. I don't mind. Trust me. I have dealt with far worse people that get drunk online. Oh my God. If I could tell you the stories about a guy named Kaiser. Holy shit. Yeah, you're nothing. You're so innocent compared to Kaiser's. Oh, he's bad.
Hey, I've only been drunk and high on here like once or twice. So.
Whoa. High don't come into this market because, like I said, look, if you guys look at my camera, I smoke throughout all my streams. I don't think weed does the same thing alcohol does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you're talking about weed. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
No, but I used to smoke hash. The only thing I like to smoke is hash. You know, hashish. You know what I mean? Hard. You know? I don't like grass. You know what I mean? Well, I don't like skunk. I like grass, but I don't like skunk. You know.
Can I call out
Well, not if you can't talk. Now, if you can't be heard.
I want to call out True Stands Alone for a one-on-one because he says I know nothing about bacon. So anytime he wants to do that, I'm ready.
How are you guys still going on about that shit? You guys have been talking about this bacon thing forever. Hey,
tell him to shut up and piss off.
What's up, Dad?
Talk about it. You can piss off.
What's up, Davros? How you doing, my friend?
I'm very disturbed.
What's wrong?
Yeah, well, we all know that already, but besides that, what's going on?
No, it's about the fact of how stupid the entire planet has become.
Yeah.
No shit.
You'd noticed.
Hey, okay, how about this? We can talk about this topic, but you can't say the name unless you say Corona beer.
So the Corona beer has my entire state on lockdown. There.
The Corona beer has everyone on lockdown pretty much. I don't think there'll be I don't think there'll be any states that differ.
Okay, so Australia has cancelled international visitors.
That's smart.
If you go
wait. Why does hang on? I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If they say everyone stay home, I'm staying home. I don't mind. Why? Because they need to stop this shit. People need to stop getting fucking the Corona beer.
We've been staying home for a week and a half now, and
everyone's stir crazy already.
Shutting down schools, you know what I mean? Yeah, they should have been shutting them down a week ago. But fuck me, I'm not the government. You know what I mean?
You want to hear the term of irony? Okay, so the other day, our Prime Minister and our Chief Medical Health Officer.
Are you sick, Davros?
Yes, hang on, just let me finish. Right? I just woke up.
Oh, okay.
I've been listening to shit, trying to sleep, and I can't sleep. So they change it from 500 people meeting in an area to 100, less than 100.
It's 10.
Right? So that's to stop churches and synagogues and all that sort of stuff grouping together.
Yes, it is. It does stop all those congregations and groupings.
But it's not to stop churches. It's to stop large, football.
He's just using it as an example.
Yeah.
He's just using it as an example.
Yeah, but they don't shut down the schools, right? So there's a contradiction. Okay, you've got hundreds of kids and a bunch of teachers all meeting at school, where one of them with the virus could spread it throughout the school. But they don't shut down the schools, but they shut down church gatherings.
I've had to tell I've had to tell my sister not to come over because she's got a 15-year-old daughter, and one of her friends who was visiting my sister Ruth the other day, her granddad died of coronavirus like 5 days ago, and her dad's got it. So I can only assume that Caitlin, her friend, my sister, my niece. Yeah, I can only assume that she's got it, and now she's probably given it to my sister, so they can't come visit me now. I've got an 85-year-old mother, and a 78-year-old dad in the house. They can't come visit, you know what I mean, until this is over,
Yeah, this is where the story gets bent, right? So my partner's mother, so my mother-in-law, has just spent the last 2.5 weeks in hospital because her carbon dioxide levels were above her oxygen levels in her blood.
Damn.
Okay, so not good, right?
No.
And of course, she got sent home like 2 days ago, basically still not well, but because her levels had swapped, she was deemed good enough for home hospice. Now, yeah, I understand that, but it's on the proviso that none of us who get near anyone who's even suspected of having corona, whether they have or haven't, doesn't matter. If they're suspected, we are not to visit her.
Yeah, that would be sensible.
Well, you gotta. Well, the thing with this is you gotta assume everyone is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. Not shutting down the schools after you just shut down international visitors, right? So only citizens
Yeah,
can come back.
What should have happened is the schools should have been first, and then you extend out of the neighborhoods. Then you go into your districts, and then you do your states, and then you do your country, and then
They've gone freaking backwards.
yeah.
You just gotta fucking shut everything down at the one fucking time a month ago, man. You know what I mean? What the
Yeah.
fuck, you know?
Yeah, shut it down for 14 days, which is the quarantine period, and
It's
get
3
it
weeks
over
now.
with.
It's 3 weeks now.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because they took too long.
Yep.
Yeah, America's not testing people, man. You don't know how many people infected. You're
Oh,
up
yeah,
to
they're testing
over
people.
2,000 infected and 140 dead.
Well, hang on, Tersh. No one's
testing people.
They're testing, but all the countries are doing the same thing. All of them are testing with what they believe to be a reliable test. This is new. How the hell can they don't have it? They have no solutions right now. That's the problem. They can. What the fuck is testing doing? Testing don't mean shit to them. It's about fixing it.
Yeah, I want blood tests, not fucking saliva tests.
Yeah.
Blood test, you stupid idiot.
Well, it's not a saliva test. We're doing the swabbing, the swabbing your nose and throat to see if the
it's
saliva.
a sputum test.
That's
not blood.
where it goes first before it gets in your lungs.
That's the same thing. The swab, the mucus, all that's the same thing. That's what we're talking about. The bodily fluids inside your body.
The thing is, that's the thing. Using the mucus is giving more false positive.
Yeah,
right? And this is a complaint that people have had, is that none of the tests are accurate enough to what people want. I understand it's only new and people don't know the testing, but if you want to get the correct result, test the blood.
Yeah.
It's not in your blood, it's in your throat first. It's in your nasal passage and stuff first, man.
But that's where the blood picks it up. That it's the
Yeah,
blood. You got to remember, the blood is what runs the system.
Through your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't get into the blood until it gets through the membrane into the bloodstream, and that happens in the lungs. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. You know what
Yeah, I understand that, Terse. But if you want to get a positive identification of the virus, get it through the blood.
Yeah, but what happens if it's in your nose and throat and it's not in the blood?
Yeah, but you've got millions of dickheads who have got a tickle in their throat, rocking up, going, I've got COVID, and they're not. That's my problem.
It would take long. The reason they're not doing.
It takes 4 days to get into your blood. That's what they think.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Unless it's in your blood and they're able to test you and say you have it, who's getting tested that they're finding it? No one's getting tested who doesn't have it and they're going, oh, well, maybe.
Japan, South Korea, and China have been able to do just nasal tests and control their infections.
What? Control? The fuck?
Yeah.
There is zero control over it right now. Who the hell told you?
China has just reported that it's the first day they've not got any new cases.
That's not. Is they finished for China yet?
That's not first of all, that's not a credible source. That sounds just like you watch.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you right now. There is zero control right now. I don't know how the fuck you think there's control. Control also means a cure or a vaccination.
No, it's not a cure. They're just saying that they've controlled it so there's no infection being spread anymore. Doesn't mean to say that the virus is gone. But
I find it hard to believe
the virus is stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not actually possible with the way vaccines or viruses are spread, Tersh. So it's not. Just because there have been no
Truth,
new cases.
I know what you're like, mate, and you don't know what you're talking about. So
I have a degree in applied biochemical sciences, Tersh. I used to work in the medical pharmaceutical industry.
Doing what?
So you want to tell me again that I don't know what I'm talking about?
Doing what? You worked in biosciences. Doing what? Did you work with pandemics and infectious diseases?
Yes, I worked with infectious diseases. I also worked in research for medicines and quality controls.
Do you think a blood test is better than a swab from somebody's nose
yes,
and throat?
a hell of a lot better, because people can have the virus in their sputum test and just be a carrier without actually being infected.
Exactly, you're not going to get any better evidence from blood. That's why we're swabbing noses and throats.
No, you do get a much more comprehensive result from blood tests.
Only if they've had it for a long time.
No, because what it happened. Okay, this is how it goes. This is how it goes.
It's not in your blood.
Because okay, to solve the problem that we have right now, Trish, they need to understand it. They need to understand how it works in the body. They need to understand how it works with the carriers, and in fact, blah 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 blah. When you do a swab, it does not tell them, are you a carrier? Are you infected? It just says it's there. A blood test.
Well, that's all we need to know.
No.
You've got it. It's in your nasal pouches. You are going to be a carrier. You're going to get that disease. It's in you.
No, because here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. They're finding it in cultures. They're finding it when they swab people that don't have symptoms, don't have it in their that aren't carrying it, or God damn it, what I'm trying to say.
Aren't showing the symptoms.
Exactly. Use it infected.
No.
They need.
Yes.
You can carry a disease without it affecting you.
Yeah, but you're going to spread it to other people, you idiot. That's what we're talking about.
No, it's not. Again,
if you have it in your nasal passages, you can infect other people. You've got it.
We understand that. It's not the. Okay, so how do I say it? So you're. I don't know how to explain it. I've already explained it. I'm trying to figure out.
Do you understand what
we're
trying to do here? We're trying to find out who's got it and isolate them so that they don't spread it to other people.
But we need to know.
So we test your nasal passage in your throat. We find the virus there. We isolate you from other people so you don't spread it to other people. You might not be ill,
who needs
but we need to know if you've got it.
Yeah, and if you don't have the symptoms, but you've got it, we don't need to treat you.
You're still infectious to other people.
Yeah, but they're not they're not likely to test people who are not showing the symptoms.
We should be testing everybody.
We don't have enough tests to test everybody.
That's why isolation is the number one thing to do right now. To quarantine ourselves.
What people are complaining about, that we've not got enough tests. Why weren't we making these tests when we found out China had it?
How do you make how do you make a test of something that never existed?
Exactly.
Well, we've got tests now, haven't we? How did we make?
Tests? How do you? Okay,
7.5 billion of them.
Yeah, and trust me, I guarantee the first two prototypes didn't do it. It's a process, man, and they don't, like you said yesterday or the other day, that they just pop, just trillions of dollars just popped out of thin air. It doesn't work that way, especially this. That's why they know the mortality rate of this is going to be high, because they know they just got it. They just got this problem. They got to figure it out. It's not going to be time.
We had this problem months ago, and people went to China, got samples, came back to Germany, and made a test for it. And America refused to take their test and started from scratch making their test.
Tersh, you realise that when a antiviral is made, that it needs to go through months and years of testing.
We're not making an antiviral. We're making a test to find out whether you've got the virus.
Okay. Hang on, Truth. Hang on, Truth. Yeah. What sounds like a better idea, Tersh? Spend billions of dollars on tests for people who may not even have it at all. Or, hey people, what do you think would work faster? Which one is a solution and which one is a not even a Band-Aid? Who gives a fuck who has it and who doesn't? If we quarantine ourselves, we don't need to give a fuck who has it and who doesn't. We fucking do it that way. That's cheaper and a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah, but 2 months ago, Donald Trump was saying we've got 5 people infected. It will soon be 0. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
well,
everything's under control.
well, guess what?
And now look at America.
That
You've got
is
9,000 people
see. Here's the problem.
infected.
Here's the problem. Yeah.
Not
Okay, hang on.
America,
Yeah. See, that's the problem. You keep bashing it as if it's This is a world problem.
You're an
The
American. I'm
fucking-
talking to you on an American level. Yes, we've got it in
Though,
Britain.
no. But it has nothing. It has nothing to do. But Tersh, it has nothing to do with what country. This is a world situation.
Yes, but you are saying like, no, well, we can't test it unless it's blood. The blood isn't.
No one. Hang on. Hang on, Sean. Let me just say this one thing. No one said they can't. Not one person on this panel said they can't. Not one person said they can't do this, they can't do that. The only person that's saying something doesn't matter is you saying that a blood test isn't efficient enough.
What I'm saying is you can find the virus in someone before it gets into the blood. So you want to find it as soon as possible and isolate those people. That's what I was saying.
What do you fucking
I've
do
got
if you
this.
isolate them?
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Okay, all right. So, Tersh, do you have the coronavirus?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Well, why haven't you got tested?
We're not testing everybody in Scotland at the moment.
Oh,
All right,
why
so,
not?
Tersh, here's another question for you, right? America has over 300 million people and have under 8,000 confirmed cases with 118 deaths. The UK, with its 75 million people, have 2,650 cases with 72 deaths.
We don't have 72 deaths in Britain.
Yes, you do.
Look in the live text chat.
Oh yeah.
Tersh.
For everyone that wants, actually, I don't really care if they cut my stream. I want to talk about this. I just know the what we should do solution talk doesn't need to be said, but we can talk about this. I don't care. Even if they pull the stream, I don't care.
Sure.
For everyone in my hang on,
just ticked over 546
cases.
I just want to say
So hang on. So everyone in my Discord, people in the viewer chat. Oh, I didn't even say that at the beginning. If you want to join the panel, the link is in the description. We're in the Bunker Discord server. I thank you, Sean Smith. Sean Smith let me know that there was actually a bot that can give you all the stats. Well, I have the bot in my server, so if you guys have questions on your locations or just general numbers on what's going on, I've verified these numbers, meaning I've looked at 3 or 4 different sites that had these numbers, just to make sure it's not just a wackadoodle bot. The numbers are good, but yeah, you can go into the server. If you're in the server, you guys can play with that bot and get numbers and locations and stuff there. So that is there.
Yeah, I would just want to say he said something like 8,600 for America last night. On American TV, they were saying 9,000 plus in America and 140 deaths.
That one that's on the
check those figures.
Yes, and
last night.
That bot may be out by 24 hours, Tersh.
It's not a bot. I'm talking about what they were talking about on TV last night in America. 9,000 plus and 140 deaths.
Just give you maybe out by 24 hours, depending on when the bot is updated.
Yeah, but you're guaranteeing me that I was wrong about Britain. So
I'm not
wrong about America.
No, Tersh,
I might be wrong about Britain as well.
No, so stop
let's agree to.
So stop misrepresenting what I actually said, then, Tersh.
I'm not misrepresenting. I'm saying I didn't think that the numbers were right for Britain, and you were misquoting the numbers for America. I'm just saying that we're wrong on both points.
No, Tersh, that wasn't my point of the figures that I was making.
I just agreed with Truth because I saw that not half an hour ago that they were the numbers from Britain. It was 2,646. If that's gone up by 4, that doesn't surprise me. But the 72 deaths stand.
Yeah, okay. But America, 9,000 plus 140 deaths. And that's not what
actually, that probably is out a little bit because I've just looked online and apparently UK deaths has just leapt up to 137.
Yeah, it's going to go up every day, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it has a margin in there too. Yeah.
Yes,
Less
but
than
my point
3,000
about the figures,
cases.
Tersh, was the fact that we have handled this worse than the US if you look at it per
Well, tell me
population.
that in 14 days. Tell me that in 14 days, mate.
What? Tell you that now. It's happening now.
Wait. Hold on,
Yeah,
Terse.
but
Are
it's
you
going to
just
change
hold on,
every
Terse?
day.
Hold on, Terse. Are you just coming in to argue about this point? Because I that's how I
No,
feel.
I'm
I
just
feel
saying,
like you're
if you're
just
going to
coming. No,
argue
no, no.
statistics, it's
Let
going to
me
change every
finish
day,
first.
and we're going to be wrong every day. You know what I mean?
Well, let me finish. Because so far we've come up with facts. We've given you information, and you said, "Well, look at it in 14 days." Well, wait a minute. We were talking about right now.
Yeah, and I already agreed. Okay, I might be wrong about the British numbers because I was looking at it last night, and it's not the numbers I seen then. You know what I mean?
So what are we arguing about?
I was looking at numbers last night, not what they're talking about now. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit wrong. Okay.
Yeah, but Tersh, my point was that you're making claims about the US again without actually
I was talking about
understanding the way
last
the US
night's
is working.
numbers, Truth. You know what I mean? Last night's numbers, not today's, not
Can,
half an hour ago. You know what I mean?
can we stop using the terms of Britain or U.S. or any other country
Exactly.
and just say
Again,
the world?
Yeah,
Because
again, it's a
this is not
Thank
just
you.
one country.
exactly. This is a world fucking problem. This is not a country problem. This is a fucking world problem.
Yes, and the big problem is that with pandemics, it's the actual testing to get a viable vaccine for it.
Well,
And-
there's not going to be a
and-
vaccine for 12 months.
Yes, well, yeah, it's gonna be a long time till they do. But Global Mom says we cannot shut the whole world down. I think different. I think we can. The only issue with shutting the world down is that means that everybody's government has to step up. That's the scary part.
The people who are going to suffer is us. We are the people who are going to suffer. You know?
Who? We're not going to suffer. No one. None of us are going to suffer. When I say that,
I'm
I
not
meant
suffering.
the people on this panel. Why? We have adapted our lives to being online. If you can't stay in your house and be on fucking line,
I'm not
too
talking
fucking
about
bad.
us, just me, you, and the people.
Oh,
I'm talking about us, the human, all the normal people. You know, we're the ones that are going to suffer.
Okay, so when I think about the months from now, and I honestly believe this, I don't believe we're going to see numbers in the millions of deaths. I believe that we will be able to.
Yeah, Sean. I hope
They'll be able.
I hope you're
They'll
right.
be able.
We
They'll
will
be.
see the numbers that
I really have faith that they'll
people
be able
project.
to lighten the curve. And I think that's where we'll be once that happens. Once the people here's what it is, and I'm guilty of it. Remember, a week ago I came on and was like I didn't really take it seriously, and now I do. People need to take this shit seriously, and right now we're going to that fluctuation where people don't know whether or not to take it seriously, and then you also got these assholes, and I say this literally, fucking assholes spouting hoax bullshit about it.
News.
Yeah,
news
I've been
out
taking that
only
seriously
16
for a month and a half already, man.
Yeah, news out 16 hours ago. Okay, there is a anti-malaria drug that is going to reduce the symptoms of COVID-19, which was found by Australian researchers. There are currently 15 different vaccines.
They don't know which one's going to work.
Clinical trials. Yeah, undergoing clinical trials as we speak.
Matter of fact, UK has a trial going on. It's they have a trial. They'll pay you $4,500 to go get the fucking COVID-19 disease virus, and they'll start testing you with antibiotics and shit.
America already showed a woman
Send me
and a
that
man
link,
getting
Sean.
injected on TV with the first, coronavirus injection. Did you see that on TV in America? That a woman and she had the injection, and a man was getting shit. No, it's been on TV, but
I don't watch much TV.
Don't get anywhere with that. Man. If that was working, they would be rolling it out.
They were giving them Tamiflu.
Well, put it this way: if they had, let's say this. Let's play this game. Let's play the what if. What if they find a cure to it, but everyone's got to take it? How long do you think that would take? What do you think would happen?
What do you make it and then
no. We're playing the pretend game. They made it. They have it. Now it's just about getting it into the people. Now you got to test. Now Now you got to test every single fucking person. Why? Because you're not going to give that cure to someone who doesn't have it.
Doesn't have it, yeah.
So then what happens? And that, to me, just so far in this conversation, sounds a little irrational. It's going to last a long time. A cure ain't going to happen. A way to stop it, vaccine is going to be the way they're going to go the route of it. Because then what happens is this: then you can just periodically give it to people as it comes in, as they make their doctor visits. But the second they say cure or a solution, and they say they got it, you know what's going to end up happening to every hospital, every pharmacy, they're going to get ransacked.
Yeah, ransacked. Yeah. But the thing is, you won't be given to people who are most at risk. So you be given to this 80, 70, 60, and 50-year-olds first.
Yeah, but do you think that's going to hold over well?
Just going to get a cold from it, you inject him later.
But just to reiterate, so the Australian researchers are working on an antibiotic/anti-malarial drug to help with the symptoms of it. So in other words, it relieves the symptoms, which means it doesn't affect the body so harshly, whilst they are waiting to get these vaccines tested.
Yeah, so they're not even at the point where they can fight it right now. You get it, you're going to battle through it. If you show symptoms, you're going to have to battle through it. They're not going to be able to give you something that's going to lessen it at this moment, let alone fix you.
It affects your lungs and stops you from being able to absorb oxygen into the bloodstream.
No. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that.
Well,
what it does is it drives down, it destroys your immune system. And then when you have what's the word I'm looking for? Other conditions, other situations is happening. It plays a fucking death match with that. So if you have lung cancer or any type of respiratory issue, if you got COVID-19, what ends up happening is it triggers that, and it
that's what I'm saying. It's a pulmonary disease. It affects lungs.
It's respiratory.
It's respiratory.
Pulmonary respiratory, it affects the lungs. Yeah.
Pulmonary is the heart.
Blood and all that stuff. Now that could be a problem. They could be worried about it doing that. But as far as I know, from reports and stuff I've been reading, it's 100% respiratory. It affects the respiratory system. It doesn't affect your joints or your circulation.
It stops you absorbing oxygen into the bloodstream. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's your lungs.
That's on the heart.
It's your lungs.
Harder, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a product of the lungs, though. That's not a product of your heart. The blood's already there. To get the blood to the extremities, you need the oxygen.
Yeah, but there's less oxygen because you're not absorbing oxygen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you need the lungs to absorb the oxygen.
It causes inflammation in the lungs.
Oh, no, it can.
The coronavirus can get in your heart.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, 100%. It can.
Sometimes people who've been vaccinated for it have also been reinfected afterwards.
So that's not good.
This immunity thing,
they're not reinfected.
People get it and they'll be
immune.
Why do people
say reinfected? They've still got the infection. It's just appeared to not be there, and then it's resurfaced. That's what I hate. Right?
Well,
tomato.
Yeah, no, you can actually recover from it and catch it again a month or so later. No, so.
I just don't think there's enough time to even see if that's possible yet.
Because there was one case of a 36-year-old who was cleared of it 5 days later, turned up, had it, and died.
And then that's just the case of them not knowing.
A false negative to me.
Yes, yeah. And you've also got the problem of the vaccinating as well. And that may be one of the things that actually solves all the problems or makes it a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, well, like I said, this is a fucking world problem. Stay the fuck indoors. Stay online. Fucking ain't that big of a. I mean, it's a big fucking deal. Yeah. Like I said, but the big thing to me.
Indoors. Have streams with Sean.
Exactly. The big thing to me that needs to be an issue now, because I mean, whether anyone realizes it or not, the shit's the shit now. Is the only way we're gonna, air quotes, survive this is if the government step up. Everyone's government needs to step the fuck up, because right now, if they put us in quote unquote quarantine where we can't go to work, everyone loses out, and the governments need to. They've been doing a lot of talking about it. I think someone said it the other day, Davros, you guys are good, right? Like your government stepped up real quick. Yeah, that needs to happen.
Yeah, and our prime minister yesterday in a press conference turned around and said, the people who hoarded the toilet paper and the tissues and the baby wipes and all that,
Fuck
he
you.
said that was deplorable.
What?
Absolutely deplorable by our bloody citizens.
I don't really care about any of that shit. Right? I've got an 86-year-old mum, a 78-year-old dad. My dad's got 2 heart valves and a bypass. My mum's 83.
I've got a 70-year-old
I
mother
care about
as well,
them.
Terse.
I care about the rest of the world as well, but my utmost fucking thoughts at the moment are for my parents who live in me.
What, you're the only person with parents, Terse?
No, that you did you not fucking hear what I said? I care about other people, but my utmost fucking thoughts are for my parents who live in me.
Yeah,
right?
and you're not the only one.
Yeah, I just fucking said that.
And here's the thing. Here, guys, stop. Here's the thing. Yes, we all have family members that are high risk, but here's the thing. And I was again. I remember this. I was doing this where I was like, I'm healthy. I'm healthy like bull. My son's healthy. We're good to go. You can't. Not this way. Not this time. This needs to be a world thing. Everyone needs to do what they got to do. Go. You put it this way. Your parents still got to fucking eat. And if everyone's ransacking shit, how are your parents going to be able to fucking eat?
Scotland doesn't like that. As far as I see, the supermarkets around me are perfectly okay. There's just a few things getting cleared out. It's the dry goods.
Okay, yeah, but are there shelves that are empty?
Yeah. The dry
okay.
Food.
Well, what if? Okay, what if that's what your parents wanted to get because they're going to be at the house a while and they can't go out?
I did my 14-day
shopping. Again, dude. Hey,
14 days ago.
Again, Tersh, man, this ain't a solo thing, man. This is a world thing. The fact that there are empty shelves that means that that means your perfect area you live in that you keep spouting is so perfect. They did the same thing they did everywhere else. And what the countries are saying is, fucking grow up. Well, I say America because I'm from America, but you got just don't worry about yourself. This is a world fucking situation, dude.
Here's the problem with hoarding goods. It's a twofold problem. One, if you go and you buy everything, obviously people who need it can't get it. But then furthermore, it's going to continue because people are going to continue to be afraid that they're not going to be able to get stuff. So when they see stuff, they're going to buy all of it that they can. And so there's always going to be this never-ending cycle of hoarding, because we're not just, buying what we need to buy. And then it always looks like everybody's running out because somebody's buying it all. And then the second part is that, like, a lot of these people aren't even going to be able to use the goods that they're hoarding. They're going to be wasted. And so they're causing undue strife to people because there are people that aren't going to have any and people who have too much.
And that's the difference.
Get what you need.
And the big problem with that is that shows panic. Don't panic. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Stupid thing. Our major supermarket chains here 2 weeks ago turned around and said, you guys are taking all the stuff. We have only a dozen employees per store to refill those shelves that you empty. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Come in and help restock the shelves so other people can buy the products. Come on.
And now I believe this. Now I believe it's on the retailers' shoulders. The government can say there's a mandate on how much you can get, but it's up to the stores to do that. The store should have done that before, because I'm pretty sure the first person who gets to that register and had 35 packs of 18 packs of toilet paper, the guy should have said, "Put some of those back, please." That should have been the first thing that happened.
They've already done that here.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the person that's at the counter isn't going to do that because they're afraid of losing their job.
Yeah,
that's the sad part about it. But the other thing is that most of the grocery stores, they are overwhelmed. Their employees, some of them are, well, actually, most of them are part-time employees. Yep, exactly, with kids and everything. They are being, they are asked to do overtime One of my friends, he just went through 10 days straight of work, 10, 12-hour days, working at a grocery store. And that's just part of it. That doesn't include the supply end.
Yeah.
You know, all the farmers, all of the meat packaging,
and-
everything like that.
And
It's
here's
also
the
not
problem, though, too.
It's not the
You,
guy's
you
job
want
on the
you
till
want
to
people
tell
to
them
isolate
back.
themselves. If we want people to isolate themselves as well, who's going to work in these meat factories, in these food production plants? And also, I don't know what way it works in the US, but in the UK, for example, most of the major the multiple retailers like Tesco's and Walmart and stuff generally only get 2 large deliveries to the store each week. So they do. So again, are they going to have the stuff in the depots to actually bring to the stores to refill those shelves?
And you want to hear something really shitty? Because I know this situation. So, we had big fires out here in San Diego. We had earthquake situations. In situations like this, I don't know exactly what to do, but this is what I'm imagining is going to happen. Those warehouses that supply all the small chains of Hans's or the Walmarts, they actually don't bring people in. They actually are, like, especially in this case, they're actually going to make the groups that are having to do all the loading the trucks and all that shit. They're going to make the groups smaller so that there's less of a chance of getting infected. They're not going to have the manpower, and shit's going to take longer. So even if they're trying to ramp up the shipments of toilet paper to every Walmart they can, there's only so much they're going to be able to do, and it literally just means, hey, stop worrying about your fucking selves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry. As I say, I've got like a 9/11 kind of store, but it's like bigger than a 9/11.
Yeah, but
Right
okay.
next, 25 minutes from my door.
How about this?
And there's no
What if
shelves in that store?
What if your neighbor needs toilet paper? Are you going to be willing to give your neighbor toilet paper?
Yeah, I've got.
That's good. At least that's good. At least, thank you.
But Tersh, you realise most of those smaller stores are so for things like milk and bread, they operate out of a co-op which relies on people driving around in vans delivering the fresh produce to those stores.
Day, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Tersh, how are they going to keep doing it and not spread the is the point.
Well,
just because you have it in the shop today does not mean that you will have it in the shop tomorrow or in a week.
Well, I mean, people in England, was it Digital Demon Davos was saying that he's already seen like empty shelves on his supermarket. I was in my supermarket 4 days ago. There was no empty shelves except for the dry food. I've been in my local store. I go in there every day. You've not got any empty shelves.
Well, it ain't like that down here, like I told you earlier.
And Terz, once a bunch of hoarders find out that your local store has got full shelves, guess what's going to fucking happen?
There's hundreds of local stores that mate, all over Scotland, mate. Hundreds of them, thousands of them.
Sure. So I've been into 3 stores in the past 3 days. 3.
Yeah, but you're not Scotland. Scotland's a tiny place, man.
Hold on, Jesus Christ, Terz. Fucking A, man. Seriously, you keep interrupting everybody. It's a little annoying. But I've been into 3 stores. In those 3 stores, I've seen 1 gallon of milk, 1 gallon of water, and 0 toilet paper. That's 3 stores. These are not small stores. These are huge stores.
Yeah, and America's got a different problem for us because we don't have those gigantic stores and no small stores around about.
We have the same exact thing.
Problem.
They just haven't hit your store yet. I'm sorry, but it's going to happen. It will happen.
Yep.
Well, I've not seen it yet, and I don't expect it.
No.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Tersh. Just because, again, sorry, farmers, go ahead.
No, that's the key word, mate. You haven't seen it yet. It hasn't caught up with you yet. I think you'll find in the next few days you'll be changing your tune because you're going to go to your local shop and there's going to be fuck all there. I had it down here. I went shopping last week.
It's happening in waves.
Yeah, I was the same thing. Most of the shelves were full. I popped up to a big Tesco's in Northampton this morning to pick up a few things, and I've never seen so many empty shelves in my life.
That happened
in the space of a week. It's all just gone.
That That happened to me.
Well,
Nicole,
I'm
because we
going to
had
be
our-
on chatting with you over the next couple of weeks, every day, like we were doing, and I'll let you know if my shops get empty.
It happened to me and Nicole because we had a product launch at the end of the month that suddenly got canceled, and when we went to stock up on shit, there was nowhere to get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait until fucking Walmart trucks start getting fucking hijacked.
Give
But
me
they're
them
not
Twinkies,
put
bitch.
the army outside Walmarts and your hospitals and your pharmacies yet, because that's what they're talking about doing in Britain.
Yeah,
They're going to put
but what
soldiers outside hospitals, pharmacies, and the big stores.
Yeah,
and to
people
stop
are thinking
stop
it's a
riots and
zombie
stuff.
apocalypse coming.
How many people on this panel can hunt and kill and smoke and cook and prep their own damn meat?
Me.
Yes, I can hunt and
Yep.
kill.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. I already told my ex, I said, you need to understand, if something goes down, I'm taking my son and we're going to the mountains. That's all there is to it.
In Scotland or Britain,
it's not a
we're
thing in
probably going to be
England, no.
shooting. We're probably going to be shooting cats and dogs and small children and eating them.
Okay.
Tersh,
Okay,
do you have any
yeah.
idea
Hang on,
the amount
hang
of
on. Truth.
deer are in the UK?
Okay, so Tusk. I don't want to Tusk. Okay, so Tusk lives in Edinburgh, but guys crush names. But
Edinburgh.
yeah, she. I don't know. Like you guys, I don't know if it's a he or she. I don't want to fucking just destroy it. I can't see the little icon, so I can't tell. But it says that the shelves in all over Scotland are empty.
They're not fucking empty. I think that's bullshit. I don't think she lives in fucking Edinburgh, mate.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with the shop.
Well, again, Tersh, just because you haven't seen it, it's not fucking real. That's about as flat earth an argument as you can
I think
present.
if the shops were emptied in fucking Edinburgh, mate, it would be on TV, mate. I've not seen it.
Tusk is a bloke.
But you just told us that the dry goods were empty. So
Yeah, one
are
shelf
feeling
in the
the
whole
effect.
fucking supermarket, mate. You know what I mean?
He.
So
Okay,
you are
Tusk. He.
feeling
Okay,
the
my bad.
effect. You aren't understanding this
Okay,
yet.
yeah. So Tusk
aren't understanding.
is a he, and I will not. I will remember that, and it will never happen again. I promise. Okay.
But right, but Tersh, your comment about shooting cats and dogs. Are you aware of just of the amount of venison that is actually running around Scotland?
Yeah, but that's miles away from me, mate. I'm not fucking got a car and a gun. I've not got a gun. We don't have guns in fucking Scotland like you used to in America. Like, we're not running about.
I'm not American, Tersh.
I'll go and borrow their
Fuck.
I don't know where you live, Truth Man. You've been all over the fucking country. You know,
I'm
I
in
don't know where
England
you
at the minute, and we do have rifles, Tersh, because
Did you have a
hunting is
rifle,
one of
Tusk?
the.
Do you have a
Don't you remember the stupid fish market argument where Truth told you like 17 times that he's from Northern Ireland, but he lives in England?
Yeah, I remember, but does Truth have a gun? Is he going out shooting deer, is he?
Tersh, I've been hunting from I was 17 years of age.
What the hell do you need a gun to drop a deer for? That's what a bow's for. Damn. Fuck up good meat.
We're not
You
allowed
don't
to
know
use
what you're
bows
doing
in the
with them.
UK.
Here we go, Sean G. These are the restrictions Edinburgh supermarkets are putting on. 3 days ago.
I don't understand why you all don't already have a flock of deer that trusts you because you feed it every day.
Shut up, you.
Believe it or not, what Q has said is actually what people do.
Yeah,
depending what
I
type
know.
of deer we're actually hunting.
They're right. Yes, I know, but no, we don't. I just didn't expect it. It was out of nowhere. I could just see. I could just
in the bugs in my back garden for years. I'm going to just kill myself a few pigeons every day.
I could see Q going out every morning with 2 handfuls of food, one for the cats and one for the deer. She's just out there just feeding animals, and then D-Day happens.
That's when I break open the big sacks of food. Come on, everybody. It's time to eat.
She's inviting humans and shit.
I've got a cat trained well to kill birds, man. I'm going to be feeding well on pigeon for the rest of the week.
I can tell you right now, I've eaten so many fucking bugs on backpacking trips. Not a problem. I will take down a slug like no fucking other. Trust me.
But you won't eat pineapple on pizza
Nope.
with
That's
pickle.
fucking
Leave
disgusting.
that
That's
argument back
disgusting.
in the chat.
Pineapple on pizza. Oh.
Tersh, I don't care what the fuck you say. From now on, you're good on me with what you just said.
Tell you,
No
man,
matter what. Yep.
Pineapple on fucking
That's
pizza
fuck
is
the
fucking.
fuck. That is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. It's good.
Can we get on to more important matters?
If you can find one.
Did you notice today that Renee got arrested?
No, I
That is
didn't.
hilarious.
Thank
Yeah.
God. For what? For doing shit like that? Or doing that?
For petty theft, and it says something about stealing something out of a person's vehicle.
All
Did you
right,
see the
so-
video
Fuck yeah,
yesterday where
good.
he broke
Yeah,
away?
all right.
Go on then.
Good.
Thomas, the story. Okay, so a guy was working up a.
Yeah,
Electrical
we
pole,
watched it last
right?
night. We watched it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, and
got
he took
arrested.
the keys out of the truck.
I
that
would have
had
whipped his
engine
ass.
running.
I would have whipped his fucking ass.
Yeah, but how was the bastard going to get down if he turned off the battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was saying that would cut the fucking hydraulics, man. That's fucking assholes.
I hope he gets.
Top rope.
I
I would
hope,
have came down like a fucking vengeance.
hell yeah. I would
Yeah,
have slid down the
that
boom.
arm like
Yep.
Yeah, but these
Yeah.
things could be 45 meters high.
I don't give a fuck.
He
I
was
would have
at
been
the
down
height
that.
of a telegraph pole. So
I'm
he
telling
was
you right
only
now.
probably 4 meters up.
Yeah, 4 or 5 meters up.
I would have that boom. I would have went right down that boom. Trust me, the harness he's wearing should have been wearing that drop. He could have dropped off that harness and then cut himself loose, and we would only had like a 7-foot drop. He would have been good to
But
go.
in all honesty, even if it's electric or it's hydraulic, if you lose power or you lose the hydraulics, you can still usually let those things down.
Okay, yeah. Let's be real about it. There's a release that releases the hydraulic. And if it was electric, it's called a hardwire. So it has nothing to do with the ignition. The car, matter of fact, they actually turn the trucks off, and they have an auxiliary battery it usually runs off of. The fact has nothing to do with the. Would the guy be able to get down? Answer is yes, no. Because shit does happen. The realization of it is that man went into someone else's personal space and took his keys and threatened him. First of all, he was threatening him the whole fucking time, and also
he was verbally abusing him constantly.
And here's the thing: it's not whether or not the guy could have got down. It's not whether or not the guy.
No. The criminal offense you're looking for is menacing. He was menacing.
Oh,
yeah. And the realization of it is this: whether or not the guy could have got down or not, Earth Seriously Flat, he took those keys with the intention of not letting that guy be able to get down. That is the problem. That to me is the problem. All the shit talking that could have been stopped with a nice little bitch slap, but the fact that he took the keys, went into that guy's truck, and took those keys out, that is like I said. I'm not, no bullshit aside. I debated last night probably for about 45 minutes whether or not I wanted to drive my ass up there. If it wasn't for the fact that me doing that makes it premeditated, I would have been up there. Telling you that the fuck now.
In Scotland, when I worked on those Simons and tower vehicles doing the lights for the council, we always had a driver and then me, the operator, that went up. The cab would never been empty for those keys to be stolen. There would have been somebody there.
Yeah, not the point.
It's probably different now because they keep cutting back on manpower.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Don't make excuses for this.
Dick, yeah, there's no reason.
Like I said, what has happened? Was there a coronal mass ejection, a gamma ray burst, a major gravitational wave, or something that has affected the brains of the entire population?
Yes.
Because flat earthers are now trying to get themselves arrested for stupid things to become martyrs.
It's called 5G.
That was the thing that it was like, okay, anybody who listens to a damn word that man ever says again, fuck off. For one thing, and it was the funniest thing in the world. The second I was watching that video and I looked up, I looked at it and went, the motherfucker's working on a street light. He's not even working on a cell tower. What the fuck? So yeah, at least and that's the worst part, because where he lives, they actually do have they have increased the amount of 5G towers they're putting in. They're all over the place. So how he doesn't know what the fuck they look like is insane to me. But I am if there isn't a note in it, I'm happy he did that to that man. Why? Because that motherfucker belongs in jail. Fuck what he did to that grown damn man in that truck. Because that grown man should have came down from that truck and whipped his ass. Whole situation's done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well,
What-
some of
what-
us need
Well,
quarantine.
well,
No.
okay.
but what he does,
Let's look
but
at
hang on.
this
But
realistically, though.
what he does at those schools, and I'm telling you right now, you guys think Nathan Thompson's bad? That motherfucker is 1,000 times fucking worse.
Oh god, yeah.
And he goes to schools.
See,
He goes to schools,
Park
and
across
it's
from the schools.
and he does it from his fucking van, and he does it in that creepy. Everything about that dude needs to get his ass fucking whooped. I wish the cops were like, let's unhandcuff this motherfucker and just tell everyone where he's at. I'd rather that shit. That, like I said, that motherfucker should not be getting arrested. Why? Because that guy should have came
vengeance
down there.
clause.
That guy should have came down there and whipped his ass. That's why
Why
there
are
shouldn't be a
people not-
situation.
Why
Well,
are people not
let's be
capturing
honest.
his video and send it to the police force and saying, here's an attachment, this cunt fucking deserves to get arrested?
They've already
Why are
done
people
that.
not doing that?
Yeah.
GPS says the guy in the video might have lost his job. He had done. Yes, you're 100% right. But again, I'm speaking for me. That's the reality of it.
Satisfaction.
I'm telling you right now.
Satisfaction.
I like it fast. I don't want that. No, long term shit. Fuck that. No, I'm serious. Someone would have called the cops, and I would have been like, no. I don't want to press charges. The cops would have left, and I would have whipped his ass. That's what it would have been.
No, I would have whipped his
Well,
ass and told the
unfortunately-
cops to press charges against him for being a dick.
Well, no. Let's look at the realistic situation here. If that guy had gotten down out of the bucket, yeah, he probably would have gotten fired. Not only that, but because it was all on video and everything like that, his boss was probably like, "Yeah, we're fucking pressing charges."
Yeah,
I would have.
Yeah,
I would have been like, you know what?
Oh,
What
fuck
else
yeah.
can we get him on?
No. I think, well, for one, that's probably going to be the number one thing because as far
Well,
as
this is probably the one time you couldn't get him on possession.
try again.
You don't want this happening to other workers, you know what I mean? So you've got to make an example.
Make an example of it. Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, put it this way, and this is purely for here in the United States. I know, especially with our highway workers, those guys, because again, you could see he's on the street. He's considered like a highway worker and all that kind of shit. All the states in the United States pretty much have given them the most respect ever. They've made laws to protect them. Like, it is a serious, dangerous job. What that guy's doing is dangerous. If a car runs into that truck, that guy's fucked. And he knows it. The company knows it. So when someone fucks with those type of workers, it becomes a big deal. Like you know how sometimes you go to jail and there's a fine? I guarantee you that he's going to get jail time. Especially because, like you guys were just saying, to make an example, or the guy, especially because if the guy didn't touch him, yeah, fuck. If you guys are 100% right, if I didn't touch him, I want him to be penalized as maximum as he fucking gets. That motherfucker had me hostage in my fucking that carriage. He told me he was gonna kill me. He told me something about flat Earth. He's crazy.
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you guys, I promise you right now, I would spend nights in jail if I ever saw him. I wouldn't have a problem with it. That's a good 3 days of sleep.
A good defense lawyer is going to hammer Renee when it goes to court with all kinds of shit that can be charged on top.
Put it this way, the best part is I guarantee you, well, for one, it's online, so he's already incriminated himself like a fucking moron. That was the weirdest part in the world. Like, I've heard him talk. I've never heard him aggressive. That was him aggressive. That's now we're talking something different. Like, first of all, he needs to get his ass whipped for talking to little fucking kids. That shit is out of fucking line. And he's lucky I haven't drove up there.
I pissed him off once. He was like showing his this dresser that he pulled out of the garbage and saying it was his job. And I was talking so much shit to him, he got mad and lost his accent.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's lost his accent several times, but that was a good one, wasn't it, Q? He very clearly changed accents.
I think that was the first time.
We've ever seen that happen.
That was the first. That was when we all went troll. Troll.
He's done it since as well. If you distract him, and you really do have to distract him, then that creepy accent
It goes away. Yep.
Yeah. That just makes it worse. I mean, he's a creep in the first place, but then putting on that really creepy accent, and he's targeting children. No. No, 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 no. Just
That's exactly what that accent is for the children.
He's bad. He's like we all rail on Nathan, but that's because Nathan's a bigger channel, bigger flat earther, I guess. But
yeah.
Earth Surf Renee is literally he's on. It's creepy. It's beyond creepy.
Very creepy.
Again, like I said, if I saw a grown man like that in front of my son's school, I'd punch first, ask questions later. Again, like I said, I've explained this before. My mentality is I have aggression, I have combat. Everything is in my brain. That's how I roll. Luckily, I'm smart, so I don't do it for no reason. I would never hurt anyone using it, but or intentionally hurt someone innocent. But I'm not the type of person that will go, let's call the cops, let them handle it. I'm very much so. Let's just take care of this now. I'm very much so.
Define what an innocent person is.
Not creepy like we're talking right now. This is only specific to this topic.
I was going to say.
But like I said,
all you got to do is drop the bird and play with kids, and he won't make it out.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to play games like that. I'm not even. There's no jokes for me on this. This is as serious as it gets. And the reason I'm saying it because he's the first person I've ever felt like that online. There's a lot of people I want to punch in the mouth, but like I said, I would willingly. You can say it's for you, for all the kids, or everyone on you. I don't give a fuck who you want to praise it for, but I believe, in all honesty, knocking him the fuck out will do a lot more than him going to jail right now. And that's just my personal opinion about it.
I'd probably handle him the same way I handled this one time. Was in a park. There's this old guy, and he's got like one of those what do you call them, like fold signs over his shoulders. It's got writing on the front and the back. And he's like proselytizing for Christ. And he's basically, there's like, kids and, just families coming into the park, summertime. And he's yelling at these people, accusing them of being fornicators. And so I walked right up to him and I said, "Are you sure Jesus wants you to tell kids that they're fornicators? I mean, you really think these kids are fornicators? They're just kids. They're going to the park. You really think what you're doing is appropriate?" And he was like getting like all yelling at me and stuff. So I would yell back at him. And basically, there was like a cop standing there, and he was laughing. He was laughing because I started, heckling this guy, and making him feel bad for what he was doing. I was like, basically, you're just out here yelling at kids who haven't done anything and accusing them of stuff that they don't even understand that word, let alone have they even, And so, like, eventually he walked away. So that's what I would do with anybody that was like that. I would just publicly humiliate them very loudly and draw a lot of attention and go, look at this ignoramus, everyone. Look at what he's chose to do to us today. What do we think? that's what I would do.
Yeah, but see, to me,
he wants to be a spectacle. I'll be the freaking ringleader. Let's go, clown.
But to me, the thing is that that may only damage his ego for the moment. I guarantee if he woke up every morning with a black eye, he would think different. But that's just my solution to it. But
there's another thing too, Sean, is because like, let's say if I'm standing out in front of a school and there's like, say like a bunch of people, getting their kids, after school. So we're talking like maybe there's 50 people out there and he's out there making a spectacle and everybody's trying to ignore him. They don't really remember, but I point him out and everybody realizes he's a danger. And then they don't forget him. And when they see him in other places, they go, "Oh, I mean, this guy was over there and and we don't know." You know what I mean? And his world becomes smaller and less social because everybody starts to realize it's better than a wanted poster, Yeah,
as far as, I know too much about him to probably think logically about what to do. But if, put it this way, if I go pick up my son from school, I don't give a fuck who you are, man or woman. If you're sitting in a car and I have a fucking dab of suspicion, I'm going to call the cops. Why? Because if you're not doing anything wrong, then you'll be able to say, "I'm waiting for my child." Because again, if it's near a school, that's the only reason why you should be standing there. Or, whatever reason, there could be 1,000 reasons. But an interaction with an innocent person is very quick. blah 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 blah. Okay, misunderstanding. Thank you. And I go back. I see the people there. I understand that they're doing something fine. No reason to worry about them. But I'm telling you right now, people that do that shit, when they see a cop car, it freaks them the fuck out and they leave. Then you know. But that's all I'm saying.
No.
I don't care who you are. I think people that wait and see, or don't want to be involved, or don't want to make a wrong accusation. I think those are the people that why shit happens, because these people are doing this shit in the open. Why hasn't someone already beat fucking his ass?
Indifference.
Say again?
I said that's called indifference. When people ignore situations because they don't like confrontation and they figure it'll remedy itself or someone else will take care of it. It's just,
it scares the shit out of me.
well, not everybody's gonna be a firefighter.
You're right. And I can't. It's not other people's fault. It's just my way of doing it. Yeah, you're right.
Example from my life that involves school. So I was picking up my kid from school, and there were these people sitting in a car, and they were listening to rap music, which the lyrics were highly graphic and offensive and clearly not appropriate for an elementary school, and it was blaring. So I walked up to him and I said, I don't think your music is appropriate for the setting. Could you please turn it down or off, preferably? And then they wanted to fight me. Two people, they were parents. They were there to pick up their children. That's the music they were listening to. And now I've asked them, and I've had to tell adults that their music isn't appropriate. I mean, wake up. And now they want to kick my ass over it.
Go figure.
So they got out of their car. And they're like threatening me, and they're yelling about how I'm not going to tell them to turn their music down. And then other people who were sitting in their cars were like, I want you to turn the music off too. It's disgusting. And they all started yelling from their cars, different mothers, once they got out of their car. So, I mean, this is a mixture of people with a mixture of judgments and a mixture of awarenesses. See, I mean,
yeah,
that's why, like, if you're the type that's going to step up, if you're the type that's trustworthy, you're the type that's logical, if you're not going to endanger everybody, if you're not going to escalate the situation, then you can confront the situation. But I don't think a lot of people are capable of confrontation.
Well, that's what the cops are for. The cops are
no, because you don't put a badge on somebody's chest and turn them into a perfect human being. All right.
True.
A badge is not a magic. It's not like they're what do you call them, golems, and I put a freaking star on their chest and now they're freaking saints, dude. That's not how it works. I'm not saying cops are bad people. I'm just saying cops can't always be there. Cops aren't always the best choice. Sometimes.
No, you're. Put it that way. If that were the case,
sometimes things don't have to go that far.
I've done this before. I think I've done it subconsciously more, but I've picked my son up, and there was a vehicle there that I'm not used to seeing because for a while I was picking my son up every Friday, and you just get to know everyone. You get to talk to the parents. You get to see their cars, so you know your atmosphere. And I've seen someone that was just sitting out there and it was just like, I don't know. And what did I do? I decided to park right behind him. Luckily, one of the kids that I've actually have seen walking went to him and, looked like their grandparents. So I was like, all right, everything's good to go. But that, like you said, not everyone's like that. That is just me. I do think at least calling police is a good choice for checkups, at least.
Now, when you're standing there and you see Earth is seriously flat and he's got this guy's keys and he's yelling at you across the street, right? And you see it's going on. Are you shaking inside? Are you shaking? Are you getting like that shake? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yes, but I don't.
Some people can't overcome it, though.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, oh, I got to get out of here.
Okay, yeah.
Some people get that feeling. They're like, I got to do something about it.
Well, Q, I've trained 8 years of my I trained 8 years of my life learning to calm myself and be past that, but that just makes it so I'm rational when it happens. Yeah,
you'll still feel it. That'll be the first.
Oh yeah.
Is you'll feel that, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm not going to feel that, but what's going on?
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I am instantly. Yeah. I go there. I'm there. And I think
that's like this.
I've put myself in bad situations and knew it and did it anyway. So I know I don't have a choice. If something's going on, I'm there. Oh no. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Oh no. Let me see. If you guys can hear me, my internet is going to shit right now. Ah, shit. All right. Hopefully, I am back.
It's all Jose's fault.
Okay. Ah. I was like,
most of Discord actually work from home anyway. It's
I don't
just
know.
The problem is the extra resources on each of their servers cause the problems.
So, what?
Stream's still not back, Sean.
It is okay. Let me get back over there. Fuck.
Listen here,
My OBS
I've
just
been
kicked.
refreshing it. I was refreshing it, and it just doesn't come back.
Try right now because I just refreshed my OBS as well.
All right, yeah, it's back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Where did I leave off? Did you guys hear me? Because I had a good rant going.
You cut off midstream.
The last thing I said is that you feel that adrenaline rush in your solar plexus. I don't know.
Oh, damn. I was off for a while then. That's probably why. Okay. So, let me see. You guys should be able to. The panel, right? But not the panel. You guys talk real quick, guys?
What's
Nope.
up?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Thank.
No.
Super Mario Brothers.
Okay. We're good.
Oh,
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
Go watch Bug. Get the Bug roll perspective, y'all.
Oh, okay. I remember what I was going to say now.
Oh,
Okay. So what I was saying is basically, everyone has, possesses the fight or flight in it, and I fight.
and what is wrong with fighting?
Absolutely nothing.
Wrong with
It's
fighting.
not. Remember, it's not just fighting. It doesn't mean just fighting. It's running into a building, doing this, doing that. It's. Well, put it this way, I'm an adrenaline junkie. My whole life has surrounded by doing stupid shit, basically, hurling myself down hills, skydiving, bungee jumping. Any extreme sport, I want to do it. Racing, drifting, I've done it all. It's just, it has to be getting my heart racing. Otherwise, it's not fun.
Running
We've
through
been drifting.
traffic.
No.
We've been
See, I like myself, and I don't like hitting myself with like cars. So that was never a pastime.
We've been drifting on dirt
No,
tracks
that's
for
my
the last
job.
50
Cars.
years.
Oh yeah, that is your job. Yeah, you do paint all those lines. You stupid fuck. You guys are dumb.
Awesome.
And then,
Have you ever painted a penis line with the lines? Never mind. I'm
No,
disgusting. I'm
actually,
disgusting.
Sean
no,
Smith.
I
Sean,
actually have never done it.
dude, you know what a penis is, right? Balls. You know what that is?
No,
You know how that
yeah.
works? It looks long with the two little circles on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever done no, never mind.
Yeah, I know exactly what you do, Sean. Yeah,
wait.
that's ridiculous.
There are rules for a CDC.
The funny.
It has to be magenta. A CDC, a crudely drawn cop. There are rules for this sort of thing, you know.
We got what?
Strictly no more than 3 pubes per ball.
Awkward.
Look it up on the internet, it's true. And they have to be magenta. If you're doing it in colour, it has to be magenta.
Doesn't the CDC have more important things to worry about?
I hope so. I so hope so. I so forgot what I was going to say, too. Fuck.
Well, we were basically talking about this moron who goes around when he can't. You know what happened that day? He got up. He's like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get a Four Loco. I'm going to hit the meth dealer. He walked outside, and there wasn't anybody but that guy in the bucket truck. No meth dealers. He was upset.
He was raging.
He's like fucking 14. Can't get no meth.
He was raging out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of that going on. I mean, those will be the only people you can't get to be in the quarantine. They're gonna be out in the streets going, I need my drugs. I can't stay inside.
Hey, either they're gonna stay in, they won't be able to stay inside, or they're gonna have the fucking cleanest houses in America.
See, I don't know what all the Flocka addicts are gonna do. They always got it. You got to do Flocka in the middle of the road. That's the only place you can do that shit. Anytime I ever see anybody do Flocka, they standing in the street.
Middle of the road. There's no other choice. Like you can try, it won't work.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. These people who, street crawl all day and night.
Street crawl. That what you call it? Street crawl?
Yeah, I just made that up right in this moment.
It was a good moment.
Just figured since they can't get their
Street crawl.
drugs, they're probably crawling at this point.
I've never thought about that. Street crawling. All right. Street crawling. That's amazing. I can't believe you said that. Street just say it. It's like,
You want me to write a song?
what's that? What was that fucking?
I'll get it into a song.
What was that fucking one movie where they only came out at night? Was that with Will Smith? Fuck, what was it called? Legend.
But that's a
Legend.
man-eater song or something.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Legend, sorry.
Yeah. What'd you
A
say?
remake
You
of,
say Legend?
Yeah.
Remake of that Charlton Heston film.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
a
it would've been
remake?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Omega Man.
Yeah, that's it. And that, I think, was a remake of that. I don't think that was the original, was it?
Wait, so should I watch
I
the
don't
other
know.
one to compare?
Can't remember.
Yeah.
The Omega Man's much better.
You should always watch.
The Omega Man is quite old, but it's worth watching.
Charlton Heston cannot be beat by Will Smith.
Beat? Like in a
The
fight?
Omega Man,
Like in a boxing
1975.
match.
Oh, Will Smith kick his ass.
No, he wouldn't.
He's like old as fuck.
No, like it will make him the same age.
He dead.
Yeah, Will Smith
No.
wouldn't have been born.
No. We'll just get a time machine and we'll go get Charlton Heston and Will Smith at the same age.
Ah, okay. I like that. That sounds like a
Here
good
we
idea.
go. The Omega Man is a remake. The book that it's based on was originally filmed in 1964.
Sean's falling out again.
As the last man on Earth, starring Vincent Price. Then it was the Omega Man, and then it was Will Smith and I Am Legend. So it's been done 3 times.
Damn. I thought Will Smith
There
had
you
it. I liked that movie. That movie was good for until now.
You like that
There
movie?
really are
Yeah.
that many original
I
films
never
around
really
this.
watched that movie. I've seen previews of it.
When that dog came back out of nowhere, thought he was gone. I was like, that dog is
And I know
shit.
this clip where like there's some dummy that he talks to and he yells at it like, "How'd you get there?" And I used to
In the
tease
store.
Debbie with it.
Are you
It's a big joke I had going with Debbie.
that is awesome.
But I don't even know what that movie is. I just know that part and I think it's funny.
Yeah, that was the part when he started losing his fucking like he is like started adapting to no people. So like he'd go into stores and he started putting mannequins in stores. So it felt like there were people there.
No, but this is like where there's a dummy sitting somewhere and he's like, "How'd you get there?" I don't know what
Yeah.
the dummy's name is. I'm going to
That's
say
right.
Tony. And he's like, "How'd you get there,
Yeah, yeah.
Tony? Tony, how'd you get there?" And he's like freaking out.
Yeah, because Tony
I don't
was
know.
somewhere else.
I don't know what it means. I just know
Okay,
that Debbie was
'cause-
freaking out
'cause-
about it, trying to tell me something about it. And so then every time I saw her, I was just showing her the video and going, "Tony, how'd you get there?"
No, because look, he knew these mannequins. I wanted to say people. He knew these mannequins, and that mannequin
He
was
knew
not
the
there.
mannequins.
Okay, well, to him they were people. You got to watch it.
No, I can't.
He basically created a world. So, like, when he goes to a store, he had someone to say hi to, and Tony was not in the fucking
Fred.
store.
Fred was his name.
Fred, yeah, it's
Fred.
Fred. Thank
Fred.
you.
Yeah, he
If
wasn't
you're
in the
real, you
store
better tell me right now. Yeah.
because that was when
You
he.
guys can ask Debbie. Ask Debbie about Fred. She knows about Fred.
I will. I wonder if she's over
This
there.
is why.
I can check
That's why
too.
Curved Water changed his name to Fred for a little while. Was because of this thing.
I have been seeing her back over there. Yeah, she's not there right now.
I don't go over there. It's not the place for me.
I can only go there for a handful of times. Only like I was happy I went there a few nights ago because 24/7 was there, and it was like heaven. I just got to run over them for fucking an hour and a half. It was great. Am I still live?
Yeah, Sean, I just wanted to share this with you real quick.
What's that?
Do you recognize that?
No, but I'm gonna save it because the unicorns are real.
Dude, that's in your chat right now.
Who is that? I'm so confused. Who is that? Is that John? Please be John. Or Stingray.
You gotta look at the icons in the YouTube chat.
I know who that is.
I can't see the icons. They're too small. Where the fuck? Why don't I just look at the participants?
Yeah, but there's only one that's pink.
Ah. Oh. Okay. I'm there now. Is that?
What?
Who I think it is?
Sean's having a meltdown.
Like, I think I know who that is because I don't remember the face looks familiar.
That's not a real person. That's a meme.
Oh, well, that's what that is? Oh.
That meme is being used as an icon.
Oh, that's the icon?
Yeah. Somebody's using an S for their icon on YouTube. This is my point. I think it's funny.
I see. Why is my internet going slow? I'm all there now. Okay, I get it. I guessed it. That is a very unique avatar.
Yes.
Yep, somebody knows who it is.
Darkseid Curved is in the Debate Flat Earth and More server, not the 24/7 one.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm talking about Curve Debate Fire. I don't know any Curve over there. I don't know anyone over there. I don't go there.
No, don't go to 24/7.
No, I stay as far away from that as I can.
It is a scary place.
I found this recording from this guy. He's Gamer Channel, and he went over to Subgenius's Discord for some reason, and Subgenius lost his mind on this dude. You want to hear that?
Sure.
Oh God, Laurie's asking, is there a clip of Rene losing his accent? If you can find the stream that Jose was doing, oh God, when was that? God, that was ages ago. Yeah, I couldn't tell you when that was.
Is Tur still with us because he's been silent for an unusually long time?
Well, I guess from the lack of reaction, possibly not.
He is here, but he is
not. Oh yeah, he's here.
But he is not here.
He's here in theory.
Yeah, it did get quiet, huh? It was like, what?
You know what I mean?
Do you want me to hum while I look for this video?
No, we're good. No humming. I'm upset. I had these little cupcakes. They're called Sweet, Delicious, Tasty Gold Cupcakes. They were good.
Cupcakes.
I ate so many of them, my stomach hurts.
Yeah,
I just want to say hi. I'm not here.
Okay.
Hi, not here.
I'm not here.
For those
Are you new, not here?
Or are you just flip-flopping?
and people on YouTube can see it. But yep, I ate all of them.
Yeah, as you can hear, it's a horrible sound from this end. So I'm just listening. I joined when we lost the stream on YouTube, so at least we get a strong connection here to listen.
Cool. Happy you figured out a way of hacking audio. So what else we got talked about, people? Let's make it something good, because I got a lot angry and aggressive because of fucking Earth is seriously flat. We got to lighten the moment now. Let's talk about.
She's usually popping up a blue streak.
Let's talk about Nathan Thompson and his product.
No. I'll tell you what. Was fun. It's happened over the last few days. Was you remember J.M. Truth?
Yes.
Was telling Rhetoric that he was a liar and a fraud and a fake. Mm-hmm. And then as he started to present his evidence that Reds had bought that professional graphics artist, whatever he was,
DK.
Yeah, and then when JM sort of said, "Look, the rocket didn't land in the same place it took."
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Therefore, it's fake. I mean, that's one of the funniest streams I have seen.
He goes, and then he goes, and then Red goes, "What? Wait, you think the rockets, when they return, they land at the same place?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It's 9 miles away, you fucking idiot." I'm like,
and then JM goes, "Well, hang on a minute, you didn't move your camera 9 miles." No.
Just pan, you fucking moron.
Panning.
Oh.
I've never. I mean, as soon as he started, when he said, "Look, you see here, there's no palm trees. You see this tower. You see this water tap." I immediately knew where he was taking it. You could see he's going to go. Hang on, this doesn't land in the same place it takes off from. Mm-hmm. Well, no shit.
Yeah.
Of course it doesn't.
Okay. And hang on, because I've told you guys how I hate Red's rhetoric and I hate fight the fire their method of doing shit. But that was the one time I was watching Red's rhetoric and I went, "Good on you, sir." I was like, that was one time, you fucking idiot, was so necessary. So necessary.
Well, what that means is, how many SpaceX launches have there been? They're in the hundreds, right? So he's not watched a single launch. He's not even watched a single launch. Nope. How could you think that the rocket, where it takes off, is going to land in the same place when there's a gantry in the way?
Yeah.
Why would you? There's no gantry when it lands.
That's because they take the gantry down before it re-lands.
I mean, as DKG said, he was there to debunk the whole CGI claim, and they didn't have to because JM shot himself in the foot before he even got to that.
Okay, well, check this out. So, what was it? I think it was last night or the night before. I was over at Eyes to See, her little live stream, because she does this like movie night or something. So she plays like old school movies, like black and white, old ass movies. And so someone in the chat, one of the flat earthers was like, "That's some great CGI." It's like, and even she was like, "Wait, you're kidding, right? You think that's CGI?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You fucking idiots."
What was it, in black and white?
Yeah.
Black and white CGI.
I was like, holy fucking shit. It was like,
it's like when they look at the moon landing.
The movie was from like the 50s too.
Yeah. Go and watch the original King Kong that was shot in the 1930s and tell me that's CGI when it's actually something made a model made with rabbit fur on it and it's stop motion.
Well, I don't agree with Red shouting insults at the guy, but
that one time you can accept it.
I can understand. I mean, like I said, 100 more launches. It's obvious he hasn't done any actual real research. No. And if that applies to everything else he's doing, no wonder he's in the position he's in. No wonder he thinks the Earth is flat.
Yeah. I mean, forget the fact that he says, "Oh, look at this rocket. When it takes off, the boosters are white, or when they come back down, they've got black on them." Yes. What are those rockets burning? It's basically petrol.
It's liquid. It's
kerosene. It's petrol. It's what we would call petrol.
Yeah.
It ain't far off what we put in our bloody motors, you know. And that thing's got a dirty, great big petrol flame coming out the bottom. And yes, it's going to get covered in soot. Of course it is. And you can see when the legs open up, it's white where the legs were.
Yeah.
Because they were
Like
clean, because they were covered by the legs until the very last second when they unfold. I mean,
yeah, like rocket tan lines.
Yeah, and of course there's a cut-off line because above that point it got ice on it because that's where the liquid oxygen's stored. It's fucking cold and it's got ice on it.
None of this is rocket science.
I know.
Come on.
Problem,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No. Okay, it is rocket science.
Yeah, wait a minute. It is rocket science. Yeah.
But even a rocket scientist says rocket science isn't rocket science. It's not that complicated.
You got to go on YouTube, click on Mitchell and Webb, the rocket scientist joke, the brain surgeon joke. That's a really funny one. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah, I'd have to have a look. I've seen all of Mitchell and Webb the first time around, but I can't remember all.
The guy in the party bragging about being the brain surgeon, and then the rocket scientist walks in.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look for that because some of their stuff was brilliant.
The other one is good.
The Nazis. Are we the bad guys?
Yeah, are we the baddies? Our caps have got skulls on them.
But and of course, the icing on the cake of this whole thing was that JM Truth had turned up with the great scientific luminary of our times, Nathan Thompson, who was about as useful as a chocolate fucking oven.
Screen door on a submarine.
He didn't need
And then he said, "Oh, Reds, are you showing porn on your channel?" No, those are all the memes of you numpty.
So did he see porn in one of those pictures or something?
No. But there was a couple of images where I think there was a woman who, I can't remember the pose she was in, but it did look like a typical porn sort of pose with a mouth open and everything. But no, it wasn't. Most of them were alluding to him getting molested in prison.
How delightful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that person took that video down because I had liked it and it's not on my list.
Oh. It's gone.
YouTube's been
sorry.
been acting super funny because usually like lately a lot of people have been telling me like I'm not in their subscriptions. Like you guys got to check your settings because sometimes YouTube like resets or upgrades shit and they it automatically defaults to shut off.
Oh, and shout out to Glober Mum who has just done a very good video about this whole thing, and it's a part 1, so I'm looking forward to part 2, Glober. But she said somebody told me that Globebusters was Nathan's live stream, the Fight the Flat Earth's live stream with the Reds and JM. They told Nathan to step in because JM was embarrassing Flat Earth. Yes, Globebusters did make a couple of comments about how embarrassing JM Truth had been, and they think that Nathan Thompson's a more credible. Hello,
we're getting humiliated in chat. Let's send in Nathan Thompson. Here he comes.
Send in the big guns.
Send in the big guns.
Here's the best part. Here's the best part, and I know for a fact it's this way. Meanwhile, they're all sitting in a Skype hangout, going, "Who's next? Who goes in? If you need, who should go in? You go in. Why doesn't he say this?"
No, you go in.
And I'm telling you, whenever Chris Berry's here, if there's another flat earther, like for instance Travis, they're talking here, but they're also talking to each other in Skype.
Oh, you can bet you could.
Yeah.
Funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I mean, that was
mockery aside. You got a guy who was coming in and embarrassing himself. Don't you think that they would have someone a little bit more credibility to come in and help him out?
That is their credibility. He's one of their top credible people.
Oh, that's excellent.
Here's the thing, though. In order to be embarrassed, you have to feel that embarrassment.
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah.
Some of them don't feel any embarrassment.
Clearly, yeah.
You have to have a level of self-awareness.
Yeah, this isn't the first time.
Look, this looks bad.
Yeah, it's not the first time JM Truth has been embarrassed.
No, but that was spectacular. I mean, everything right from the very start. Like I say, when he started showing the clip right from just before launch, and he's sort of going, look, there's no palm trees, look at the launch tower, look at the water tower on the right-hand side. And instantly I thought, I know what he's going to say. He's going to say that the landing pad isn't the same as the launch pad. Well done. And all points in between, he just got everything wrong. Like, where's the main module? Where's the main booster that it was attached to? Well, that's fucked off out of frame because Red is filming the booster. He was asked to do a constant shoot from launch to landing of one of the boosters, and that's exactly what he did. So he's not gonna film the main part that's buggered off over the ocean, is he? It's out of frame. I mean, and JM Truth is supposed to be somebody who makes films.
I just want to ask, where is Mark Sargent, and where has he been for the last year?
Tour.
Yeah. He was over here He was over here in October last year in Kidderminster. On the day that I was paintballing and broke my shoulder, he was at their weekend thing in Kidderminster.
Did you want to go?
Are you upset? Wonder how much he got for that.
Because he was there on the Sunday, I think. I think because they bought D Marble over as well, I think.
Yeah, how many people were there?
A mere fraction of what the place could hold. I don't know.
I remember counting the empty chairs. It was easier to count the filled chairs than the empty chairs.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I think it was under 100.
Yeah, there weren't that many people there.
Yeah, he's still getting
still
getting his fee. And I think that's what Travis is trying to get to. He's trying to get to that, that juicy money for doing appearances,
Oh, he wants to be famous. As I'm sure Crash will copy and paste that thing in again, the screenshot of where he said, he basically he wants to be famous.
Didn't he say he was going to be famous? Just a couple of nights ago on JG's show, he was saying, I'm going to be the next whatever, and I'm going to be famous, and you're going to know me, and all that.
That's what he said for the past, I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I think famous isn't the right word. Infamous is the right word.
Infamy. They've all got infamy.
I like that one. I'm going to use that one.
Where was that? That was from Carry On.
Carry On for the Khyber?
No.
No. It
with
was
the French Revolution, wasn't
it? Egyptian one, yeah.
Was it the Egyptian one? Yeah,
no, Egyptian. The Roman one where the Roman emperor gets.
Carry On Cleopatra.
Carry On. Right.
Yeah. Infamy.
Infamy. We've all got infamy.
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
I know.
That's the one. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Crash. I knew you'd post it.
Oh.
I
think
be
the
someday.
funniest thing I've seen is
Kenneth Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think the Monty Python crew with the Life of Brian, I think that is the funniest, take on the history of the Bible ever,
So,
yes.
Kenneth Williams, I'm sorry, pardon me for all the Americans listening. Kenneth Williams on Jack and Roy reading, I can't remember the book he read. It's on YouTube. Absolutely hysterical. You got to watch it just because it's Kenneth Williams.
Kenneth Williams was superb. He what a guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. You can't. He's just incomparable.
Yeah. Don't quite know how to describe him, to be honest, but he was just.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Travis is trying to do. As it says there, I will be someone someday. I just know it. Just you wait. I'll show the world. All you're doing, mate, is showing the world how fucking stupid you are.
Yeah, it probably is going to be someone, but it's probably going to be like a child killer or rapist or murderer.
It sounds like
something like that.
It's terrible.
It sounds like the words of a
that's a wee bit hard. Like, Jesus, there's no need to go there, man. As bad as he is, there's no need to go that far.
It just sounds like the script of a super, the dialogue of a supervillain in a really, really bad movie.
Look, somebody just tell him he's already someone. He's our piñata. Our wee piñata.
Oh no, that is excellent, Q. Thank you.
Except,
That's what I'm here
thank
for.
you. Except, thank you. We don't want any of your candy.
Oh dear.
I really don't want to see what comes out of that pinata.
Yeah, that's why I just keep your candy. We'll just be. I have a bad.
I'll tell you though, no one can talk about interrupting like Travis.
Yeah, but he has to interrupt to do it.
I don't know, Dawkins.
He really knows the subject of interrupting.
It's not just that. He knows how to just go on and on and on and on, repeating himself over and over and over.
Oh, God, terse. You are not allowed to say things like that and be terse.
So it's a quiet word in your shell, like.
Yeah, it's kind of not your forte.
This is the conversation, terse, where you are on the opposite side.
Yeah. I'm with you, Turs. Let me tell you a joke.
Jesus Christ, no, don't stop. Why?
Why? You spent all day on this.
I'm not. I've recanted from that behavior.
Oh, dear.
On with it.
All right, kill us all. Come on, X.
Hurry, make it quick. Make it quick.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me think of a good one.
Brace yourselves.
What do you mean, wait? Let me. You had one.
Assume the position.
No, I don't have one. I
thought you had. No, wait. We didn't ask. Yeah, we didn't ask you for a joke, so stop.
That was the joke.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That was not a joke.
Visualize the
Growing
face.
Right?
That was the joke.
Hands all out. Jazz hands and all.
Okay. My boss is going to fire the person in the office with the worst posture. I've got a hunch it might be me.
And that's like a joke that you read on one of those toilet paper rolls in Hispanic restaurants.
Yes, we got it from a Christmas cracker.
Oh
really
my God! He
said
so? We.
If anybody wants to hit the super chat and let X know how his joke went, you're more than welcome.
I will read it. I will read every word of it. If you just tag me, I will read every word of it. You don't even have to super chat me.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
That was bad too, farmers. But no. It was bad. It was bad. It was it was bad, but it was so much better than X's.
Yes.
You have look,
yes,
bad joke. You have bad joke, but good timing.
Yeah, but I know this is probably why Stingray doesn't hang out with farmers.
Oh, I see. We're there again, are we?
Do you guys want to talk about how CC thinks these vans that are parked in front of a closed high school to clean it are really a cover-up from the government?
Yes.
Nope.
CC's awesome.
Is that guy from New York?
He's probably seeing a lot of his.
County.
He's probably seeing a lot of his shit get taken down.
One whose wife told him to
yes.
shut up.
It's the look on his face. The look on his face. The total.
Wait, what happened?
He's making a video in his kitchen. His wife walks in on frame.
Yeah, but now he drove to the high school so he could videotape vans parked outside because the coronavirus is a hoax. That's what he says.
Yeah, I don't want to watch his videos.
Living with a man like that? Holy shit.
She must not look at what he's posting. She must have a vague idea.
Sleeping with a gun under my pillow.
I would sleep in a separate residence
or a sword.
Maybe they should all go park next to the high schools at this point or something, and then they can get arrested.
Yeah, Epty thinks I'm a horrible
person. They should just hold the bonfire.
Like
camp out, flat earther, camp out.
So
no, they're not going to do that anymore because there's no kids in school.
I'm determined to get this. I'm determined to get this.
That's even better. That's a great point.
So Glober Mom says tomorrow's video is of Nathan's and James' phone conversation on Nathan's live stream.
Oh, brilliant!
Yes. Okay.
I wondered what part 2 was going to be.
All right, I'm there.
Before we move off jokes, I want to get this out right. Everybody thinks I'm a horrible person. I want everybody to die, but I don't
think that.
I just want all you to die.
You're a horrible person, sir.
At some point.
Terz, nobody thinks you're a horrible person. We just know that you mumble over everybody all the time.
It was a joke, God.
It's like
You
it's
all
really
talk. I wanted to get
like
it in before joke.
earlier when Sean was like, "Holy shit, Terz!" I was right there with Sean. I was like almost on my mute button to be like saying the same shit.
I think it was Truth that said it actually.
No, it was Sean.
You.
I
Yeah, it
know
was me.
Sean.
No,
No, not you.
It was
See,
all. It was
let's
kind of
let
all
me
of
tell
us.
the story. I'm talking about Shaw Smith.
That we all did it,
No.
but Sean was the one that was the last one that kind of got it in. Perfect.
I missed that.
I must have missed that.
It wasn't
What
like
Terz
showing
do again?
I was probably
just like
talking over
what I
him.
wanted to say.
Well, you
All right,
still want to say what you want to say?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I said it. I said, Terz, he's always interrupted, and he was interrupting you, and you went, "Oh my God, Terz," and I was like, just gonna interrupt to say the same thing.
They all interrupt.
Oh dear.
I like to say this
Got
right
to
now.
admit though,
C4 or not C4? Damn, not C4 because you guys are saying CC and all that shit. X, stop, man.
stop
What?
The jokes,
It's
they're not
time
funny.
to stop.
Just time, stop.
It's time to stop.
I hope your head is
Yeah,
down right now.
joke told you.
Was that the tumbleweed?
I just tell jokes because I want people to love me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not work-
inappropriate.
It's not
No,
working.
they-
And all it's doing is bringing out the pitchforks.
No, spears. We're throwing. We don't want to be
Look,
in
and
eye
that's
shot.
what I do. I
Luckily,
tell
I'm
jokes so
pretty
people will love me.
skinny. I'm so skinny I have to run around in the shower to get wet.
You know the best way to tell a
Fucking
joke?
A.
His jokes are like car accidents.
It's like
Yeah.
Russian car crash videos. You can't
Every time you get to the punchline, I'm like, am I still alive?
Oh, feel your
Checking bodily
arm.
functions.
Jeez.
You know the best way. You know the best way to tell jokes? Don't tell a joke. Just make an observation. Because real life is funny as hell.
Yeah,
No,
that's
if you're
why.
a flat earther.
That's why we love flat Earth. I mean, JM comes along and literally thinks that a rocket took off from land on the same place it took off from.
And somebody
That's brilliant.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, and confidently, with almost arrogance, comes into a chat armed with that information.
I was pretty sure they just rewound the tape.
Did you notice how confident JM was? That when Red said, "Oh look, here's this guy," and he's worked on all these movies. Jam said, "Yeah, bring him on." So he brings him on and he starts polishing his Emmy.
I love that.
And all of a sudden, JM is like, "Whoa, hang on a minute."
I love that.
I mean, the confidence went from 100% to minus 100% in the blink of an eye.
And
It
then
was
the
the
fight
polishing
started.
the Emmy.
Yeah.
It's polishing the Emmy. That was just priceless.
Oh yeah,
It was great.
and this other, whatever the other 2 awards were as well, because he's got 3, hasn't he? I did have a look on his IMDb page. I mean, he's won some good stuff. But and of course,
No, that's funny.
He had to clap
That's funny.
for him. It was so cute. Congratulations.
That's funny. But your jokes aren't, X. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're past that, man. We're past that.
Yeah, you're still trying, X. Stop. Just stop.
We've moved on.
I know you're trying it again. Yeah, I know you're doing it.
let's
No.
move on.
We don't. No. We don't want. No. We don't want the punchline. We don't want it.
Stop.
Fuck.
I love Sean's hangouts. It's Sean. Stop. Listen.
The bully. Just admit it. Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Bully.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help him.
But it's not a democracy. That's why you can do it.
That is true.
Yeah, that's fun.
Does X have a book of unfunny jokes that he keeps reading from?
He memorizes them.
No, I don't. I don't have a memory.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
it's
God,
definitely
here we
a
go.
book then.
Yeah,
trying
it's a
again.
note on my phone.
Oh my god, really? You saved that shit?
Yeah, I have a list. Yeah, because I don't remember them. I'd be useless as a stand-up comedian.
So
Not
you've
just
got
because my jokes are rubbish, because I wouldn't be able to remember them.
Then
you've got an app for bad jokes.
Tim Vine. Anyone heard of Tim Vine?
Yes.
Yeah, so you know what that means, X? That means they're not even your jokes.
Oh my god,
Some of them
you're ruining people's jokes. That's
Some
even
of them
worse.
are. I've got a joke.
X, take a look at this video I shared for you. It's got all the answers.
Well, it's time to stop.
Do you think maybe we're just hearing the joke through the ether band and that's why it sounds bad to us? I don't know.
Is that why it fell flat?
That's exactly why it fell flat. Oh, X, are you turning into a flat earther, X? It's been like a virus going around lately of Globers turning into flat earthers for no reason.
It's time to stop.
Wait, what?
It's time to stop. Hold on, let me watch that.
Please. Thank you, Q.
Stop picking on
I
whatever his name is. Jesus.
I don't mind being picked on. It's totally fine.
I'm not I'm helping him.
No, this is fine.
I'm just saying, you're not helping yourself. Those jokes are just bad. This is the second day in a row I've had to explain this to him. He just comes back with more bad jokes.
This is called an intervention, I think, isn't it?
No, we don't care that much.
How to be funny the right way.
Let's pick on somebody else. Who here has a preposterous regional accent?
Well, me.
Most of the panel. But wait. You don't get to pick who gets bullied.
Oh.
I do. Hey, don't laugh up there, farmers. Yeah, you're in the eyes. Yeah. You just turn this. Let's turn this. See, I changed my mind.
I can't fucking care.
It's like,
I've heard it for so long, mate. Like I get it.
Okay, who's on? Hey.
Oh, and I want to say for the chat, hey Phil, don't call it that. He knows what I'm talking about. He was referring to me smoking, and he calls it the bowl. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, next time call it the pot.
Yeah, that works. The pot works.
The pot.
But like, when you're just like,
smoking the pot,
people are like, "You smoking dope?" And it's like, no, what the fuck? I don't smoke dope. What the fuck?
Have you been indulging in the reefer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you tell.
Are you saying something there, Hannah?
So who's E-Monk?
I'm new.
Yeah, you were here yesterday.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
And I'll be gone in probably about 5 minutes because it's 8 o'clock in the morning here and I got to go to work at some point.
Ah, well, welcome.
Australian?
Yeah.
Think?
What X really, man?
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Yes.
Known as Sean G's Hangouts.
Don't sit down. We'll think you're one of us.
One of us.
I'm definitely not bending over, but I might sit down.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
So what does hootsman mean in Scottish?
Are you telling a joke or what?
No.
Can we just move on from it?
No.
Back
You know,
original
have you
accent.
ever
Wait.
heard of Google?
You know, hang on. You know it's by
Google that question.
hang on. By law, X. If I ask you if it's a joke, you have to tell me.
Because you can no longer tell.
No, I can't.
Yeah. Spider?
I can tell right when you're about to do a punchline because it's so obvious. It's sickening. But now
I'm not.
now I'm afraid every time you talk, you're trying.
I'm not trying. I just want to know from Scottish guy what hootsman means.
What, you mean me?
You're the only
Is there any other?
What is the name of
You're the only haggis eating. No, I'm not going to.
Okay, I didn't realise that because normally there's like maybe two. So
Hootsman, there's a moose. Loose.
About the hoose.
it's It's like, hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey.
Okay is oh yes.
For the record, Phil, I was eating cereal, but it was
Yeah,
dry.
okay is like yes, yeah.
Okay, the new.
Okay.
Okay, the new is what? Yes, no.
And what in
The Scottish language.
I'm so happy all countries basically learn English. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to a lot of people because I can't learn
I
English.
concur.
It is the universal language.
Yep.
Well, you wouldn't know that if you were in
Universal.
America.
I thought Latin was.
No. Oh. Who
That's
speaks
what
Latin?
In
we
science,
do.
it is. In animals, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Ornithology, herba, whatever it is, like
there's a reason why air traffic control and pilots all around the world speak the same language, English.
Yeah.
Because there'd be a motherfucker flying in somewhere. What?
Calling air traffic control and all you hear is "ke."
Okay.
No. It's hamster.
It's hamster. No, it's not. It's a.
Oh, jeez. See, now he's trying to recite a skit. Stop.
Yes, it's true.
Stop.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
see how I did that?
Siberian.
Nope. No, no, stop. You're ruining it. God.
But that's why English is considered
X.
brutally the universal language.
X. You're married, right?
Yes.
Happily?
I asked him that yesterday.
All right, then you're a lucky motherfucker. Because if you
No, remember we asked him this the other day, Sean, and he said that they are just all woo for each other all the time, and then we decided that because they never fight, that they're probably not happy.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's got to say that, isn't he? Or she'll beat him up.
Yeah, she's actually walking him up on a leash at the moment.
Yeah, it's weird that he's always outside when he talks to us.
She's
Yeah, that is
definitely
true.
listening right now.
That is
No,
absolutely
if I
true.
said that, she just rolls her eyes.
That's the best
You don't
part.
stay-
Yeah, I noticed that too, Q. It's always birds. It's never inside. It's only always outside.
There's a reason why he talks on his phone outside.
No,
and
here's
his
the
wife's
deal.
not around, you
Here's
know
the
what I mean?
problem. I don't have an office. Okay, I don't have an office. We bought a house with one.
That's not
You
true.
sit by the road
Wait
and-
a minute. No, that's not true.
Not having an office.
You have
Just to stand by the
from
road and
your
make phone
office.
calls.
It's like I got an
Live
important
on
meeting.
a
I gotta go to
hangout
McDonald's.
One night, you get drunk and you're like, "Here, check this out. Here, check this out."
Oh, he played the trunk this out
Who do you
game.
think you're talking to? I haven't been drunk since 1981.
Well,
I don't know.
you
Then
probably
you were
got
drunk. You were
Alzheimer's
just,
as
you
well
were just
then.
having a good time.
My mum and dad
That
went out
explains a lot.
and I bought some candy, a pint of vodka, and a packet of cigarettes, and I consumed a lot. And for my troubles, I spent the next day vomiting.
Yeah, but that's when you were 12. We're talking about recently.
1981, I was 18.
We were talking about.
Oh my God, you're
we were
fucking
talking about
old.
Recently.
No, I
Older
was
than me.
I've never,
No, you're old. No, definitely old. I was born in '81.
ah!
You're old as
18
fuck.
18 years older than you, then.
Yeah, you're old as fuck, dude.
60.
Yeah, old enough. That's old. 60. That's it. That's all you gotta go. 60. Old as fuck. Old.
I'm 9 years older than Sean. You're 9 years older than me.
Anyone
I
else?
can't wait 18 years from now, Sean. 18 years from now.
You'll still be old, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I stand by my statement that the key to a happy wife is for her to have a happy girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're all going to be old someday, and you'll be looking back on these days when you say that you're an old fucker and thinking, I hope people don't call me an old fucker.
Well, in just under 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be 50.
You're old as fuck.
Better than the alternative.
Wait. 50 and you're playing fucking paintball?
Yeah.
Good on you.
Have you not seen the picture, Sean? He's just a moving target or a moving wall for everybody else.
Yeah, I saw he's a big dude. He every time he's running and he thinks I should dive to prone. He has to think about it.
Look, just think back to last September.
Well, yeah, he's
when we
almost
didn't have the
50
fast
now.
guys and I ran. and I ended up tripping and breaking my fucking shoulder. That's why I don't. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I was in.
You should have watched your feet.
Okay, so
yeah,
a couple of months ago, I was in Terry, in the Aussie hangout. Okay, we started talking, and I was talking to.
He's worse than Beetlejuice. You say his name once, he shows up. Watch. He's about to show up. I was
talking to Alan, and Alan and I have some geography in common. When I was little, we went on holiday to the area that he lives in. We knew all. I'm walking around. As we were talking, I'm walking, and I'm walking around.
Hey, are you looking both ways when you cross the street?
Anyway, so I'm walking, and
I'll take that as a no.
Do you have your desk out by the side of the road?
Yeah. What do you?
1.5 miles around,
and his couch.
We got to the point where I came to the usual hill, and my body just sort of said,
Are those
"Stop."
like audio sounds? Like, is that like YouTube sounds you're playing?
No, I'm walking. Anyway.
On the freeway?
So no, it's
playing
loud.
in traffic.
No, I'm on the main road. I'm on a main road section. I'll be off the main road section in a moment. Anyway, so I'm talking with Alan, and we were talking and talking. What seemed like
use the sidewalk.
And I basically realized that in the conversation, I'd walked 9.5 miles.
Oh yeah, he can talk really.
I got to the hill. I just couldn't. I couldn't get up the hill. I'm like, what's going on? I can't get up the hill. Wait a minute. How many times have I been around? And I counted it. Oh yeah, okay, 9.5 miles.
You do laps?
The old man stream.
When you do laps, does it feel like they take forever?
No, it's only 1.5 miles.
I don't do laps. I can't do laps. If I gotta go there and back. I can't do laps. About the third time around, I'm like,
hey, Sean.
Fuck. No.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What?
That gives you 2 for 2 on guessing what people were doing during a stream so far.
Yep. I got skills.
Yeah,
I've got skills.
I think
and
you
then
just mountain
multiply
bike a lot because you knew exactly.
I ain't running anywhere because I'm not scared of anything.
I've heard that sound before, Crash. That sounded, you don't lose. Like, I've done paintballing, I've hunted. You hear that sound, you know that sound. Feet crunching in leaves. There's no other sound like it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was just walking, because when you walk, you get more of like a scrape. He was like trudging. I could tell he was picking his feet up, and he said it was muddy, so that it made sense. But I
don't know. Some people chew like walking in weeds. You know what I mean?
Walking is boring.
I was actually on.
You're walking right now.
That's why I'm here.
But you're
Otherwise,
boring. Yeah, you're boring us with your fucking jokes. Hey, stop telling jokes.
Leave.
No, don't leave. Just stop telling jokes.
I haven't told a joke in half an hour, and you're still going on about it.
Yeah, that's how bad they are.
Can you so mean?
It's true, Hannah.
You haven't told
Has
a
he said
joke in the last 3 weeks.
I bet you.
See how mean he is to me,
I
Hannah?
bet you he's excellent at poetry.
Read us some
you
poetry.
You should save those jokes up for like one day.
Yeah.
1 day a year. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Release.
Just 1 day a year, and that's it.
No, Sean should just give him the first 5 minutes of the stream to tell all of his jokes and get it over with.
No, I hope he's not reading any of that poetry from his
I need an outlet.
Not the only one.
You've heard of the comedians that the comedians, right? And they will say, in school, my teacher, because I was so disruptive, I think that was Jim. He was given 5 minutes at the end of the class to get all of his stuff out.
So you want us to treat you like a little kid?
Yes, please.
All right, dude. I'm sorry. That's I don't roll like that,
yo. Stay in school, don't do drugs.
Maybe Hannah.
You taking out the trash yet?
I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to handle this and shit. So
it's all right.
It does kind of sound like the end of a Red stream, though. Say what you've got to say and then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Say what you got to say.
After all those sickening jokes.
No. This is not like Red, because no one has offered hand jobs.
True. No. If you pay close attention to Red's and Craig from Fight the Flat Earth.
Nah.
They're dynamic.
Nah.
because their
Dynamic
is right between the two.
What the
Gray
fuck?
is very much under Red's thumb. It's actually quite hilarious.
They're all under Red's thumb. They're all red bitches.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
What?
Yes, he's very,
Oh
very
gosh! And if you
alpha.
knew him in person, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
I know what he looks like.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's quite a few people that know what he looks like.
Who Reds?
Yeah, I just honor the fact that he's not a picture person. X, I know what the fuck you look like. I don't go around showing people what the fuck you look
It's not
like.
about what he looks like; it's his personality. He's the opposite in person. Totally.
Oh, no. I've talked to Red's rhetoric. I've talked to him when I was a flat earther. I've talked to Reds a few times, and he was never a dick to me. On his live streams, he wasn't even a dick. It was his little posse of dick faces that were always there. Yeah, he does. He acts like an asshole, but not an asshole in person. Like if you're talking to him off live, he can be an asshole, but
you gotta be careful.
But he does.
He
He ramps it.
pretty shitty in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah, that's what I mean. But he definitely ramps it up.
Like he does online.
Yeah, he ramps it up online though. Team Skeptic is a complete 180. If you talk to him offline, he is the nicest person on earth. But he also is
nothing like Reds.
But he also says very openly Team Skeptic is his fucking character. He makes it very clear that being online, that's what he does, and that's why I have respect for it. I just don't make myself part of it.
Can I make a critique on him?
On Team Skeptic?
Yeah.
Go for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page because he needs to eat something.
Well, I don't understand why he used like this kid-friendly icon, but then all those swear words. It seems like he kind of undid himself in that way. Like he needed to either be kid-friendly or not kid-friendly. You know, he could have eliminated calling people like a fucking idiot as a cartoon character that's like for kids, and then maybe kids could have watched his stuff and learned about how flat Earth is for fucking idiots.
Ding.
I don't think any of those.
I just like to
channels are for
say, Q, could you like analyze me like that as well and tell what do you think of my picture? And,
What the fuck?
Huh?
Did I just fall into a dank hole? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the dank hole. You know how I talk and you see that little picture of me, happy grandpa with the wife. So what do you think? What do you think of me?
No one can understand you, Terse, for most of the time.
They're completely congruent. The picture matches the voice.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the way I talk.
Terse, you remind me of someone we all don't like.
That's good.
Basically, for me, you're like Billy Connolly's dad.
No, it's nobody. It's a vague statement. I'm just saying it to sound really mean, but I don't even mean it.
No, that's what I was asking you to be mean to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't mean any particular person. I'm just saying it because it sounds mean. What?
He likes it. He wants the abuse.
I think so, dude.
Just become a flat earther.
Or skip chapters or something, please.
No, being abused makes you feel happy. That's what I'm saying.
You feel like you're at home.
Then become a flat earther.
Yeah. You get all the abuse then.
Let's not get totally, beyond the bounds of like reality here. You know what I mean?
Or a vegan.
You don't want that much abuse then.
Stop trying so hard, X.
A vegan flat earther. You God.
Vegan.
I can't.
I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian either. No.
Just gonna say, chicks dig the eyeball.
I don't even know. No, they don't.
For God's sake,
no, they don't. Crash. Your chick does. Your chick does.
Your chick and her chick.
She wants me to get it covered up with something.
How about a shirt?
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah, Travis could do a bit more about putting a shirt on and all these fucking photos, couldn't he?
You could still see that tattoo even with a shirt on. Just saying.
Well, don't put them on your wife's halter tops.
You should get Care Bears.
Crash has Care Bear friends.
Oh yeah.
For the right money, I will go see Erebus, and I will have the Care Bear.
Where the fuck is Erebus? Where do you live at, Erebus?
You sound like the Count.
A place. A house.
Texas.
It's not about me.
Oh, never mind. Can't go there. Never mind. Let me know when you're in
A
California.
shed in the woods.
Yeah, Nicole says for the right money, we can cover the eyeball up with the green Care Bear.
Be a big ass green.
It would be a big.
Did the internet fail?
Nope.
Everyone got bored simultaneously.
Yeah.
We heard a fucking X
We
punchline.
ran out of silly things to say to each other.
Now that was
Like a roasting session in here today.
You
Nicole,
I think it's called a pregnant pause.
Who's
Nicole
next
has,
to be roasted? Let me
radio
see.
silence.
Nicole
We have
has
Angel
something
of
to say.
Attack in here. No one's ever said anything mean to him.
Whatever you want to say it.
I'm
Nothing.
I'm
Give it
secretly
time.
listening.
Okay.
I'm secretly listening to you all.
Tell us your
I'm writing it all.
secrets.
You're writing it all down.
Tell us your secrets and we'll use it
You
against
could
you.
just record it, and you wouldn't have to use lead pencils.
Wait a minute, you can record.
That sounds like a waste of paper.
You write it all down. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
you must not care about the
Blah, blah, blah.
trees.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh, there you go.
Good
I'm writing
narrative.
a
Good
joke book.
narrative.
I'm trying to get all of X's jokes written down so I can sell that son of a bitch.
Okay,
Nicole?
okay, here you go.
Oh no!
No, I'm kidding. I
Oh,
was kidding.
jeez.
Oh,
No. No.
You're gonna get sued by whoever he's stealing the jokes from.
Oh my God, we've lost our minds.
Wait,
That's what happens when you linger around flat Earth too long.
Or X's
Right,
jokes.
I think it's warped
Assuming
my
that we
brain.
had minds.
We do. I don't know about yourself. We don't have to question that. You sound like a flat earther, X.
This is what happens when intelligent people wave the white flag at the idiot hordes.
Really. I give. It's not worth it
All
anymore.
right, guys, if you want to drink bleach, go ahead.
Exactly. Here, I'll give you an extra helping.
Tide pods for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hard throughout, yeah.
Too soon.
All right, somebody want to read my comment? I have a phone call to make.
No,
Oh,
you read the
Crash,
damn
no.
comment. What the fuck? this ain't Crash Secretary Service, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Comment on what?
He said, Crash said, I just put a comment in the chat. Why don't you go ahead and read that for me? Thank you.
What's with you, Crash?
Why didn't you just fucking say it? In the time it took you to type that shit, you could have said that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to say it for the last
And the time it took you to say, read my comment, you could have read that shit.
I only just now scrolled up. Good gravy! Who is that with that bizarre?
That's Crash.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's me. What's wrong with that tattoo?
Travis is in it.
Not that one, asshole.
Oh.
Drunk were you when you got that
Oh,
tattoo?
because that was the one I was looking at, the green one. Yeah, Crash wants this tattoo, people. I think I'd pitch in for this tattoo. We could go. We should start a GoFundMe for this tattoo. Erebus, how much would it cost to tattoo this green one on Crash?
Green one.
It depends on how big you want it.
Travis's face?
Wow,
Holy
you're
shit,
gonna
are you
make him
crazy?
get Travis's freaking
Yep.
Without
Mhm.
Travis.
No,
Can we,
with Travis.
can we do a GoFundMe to
No.
remove the eyeball?
What about a
That's a good one,
GoFundMe
too.
for putting Travis's face over the eyeball?
You want to do a GoFundMe to remove the eyeball is gonna
Let's
take
ask Travis.
years to get that
Think
thing
you'll
off.
pay for it?
It's going to be a hell of a GoFundMe.
I reckon they'd cry if I just tweaked his nipple, you know what I mean?
What the fuck?
What are you drinking tonight?
Oh my god!
Ter's is a whole other level of Ter's today, guys. I'm saying.
Oh,
Sean.
Yeah, I did. I saved it. Don't worry.
Sean.
Did you get that?
Oh yeah.
I'm looking
Oh,
pretty
my
good right
goodness.
now, aren't I?
No, two different
Yep,
spectrums.
you dropped.
Two
You
different
dropped down to the bottom.
Two different spectrums, but yeah, that was he's at a lower spectrum.
Well, I've dropped down the spectrum.
Wait. X? That doesn't mean tell jokes, dude.
I thought, good gravy. Okay. Okay, the point is well made.
Is there
Thank
even
you.
enough green ink to do that?
Say what?
Now that's really disgusting.
What the hell?
Ooh.
I said, is there
Bed
enough
bugs.
green? Is there enough green ink to cover
That's
the eyeball
actually
up with what Sean
human
wants?
hair lice.
That's even worse.
Who the hell is that first guy?
Chemo.
Chemo.
That's not chemo.
That's chemo.
It sure is.
That's chemo.
That's chemo.
That's chemo.
That was like the younger version of
ugly
him.
motherfucker.
That's
Are you guys sure that's
yeah.
chemo?
That's
Oh, yeah.
So you remember the
I thought chemo was
you remember the Russian translation thing?
Yes.
yeah.
That was old. That's like chemo now. Like what he looks like now. That's younger chemo.
Oh, okay.
He looks a bit like Phil Lynott.
But those
He
are
looks like Whoopi Goldberg.
What? You need some glasses, girl.
No, not in that picture today.
Who's the last one?
Today. Does he have some dreads going on?
I had a
Last one is
meme. I
Huey.
had a meme I made. I
What's
lost
his name?
it. It was Nathan and Riley and Chemo when they went to measure St. B's, and I used the like a picture from that movie with the Patrick Swayze and the ghost. And it was like they were in a line and put Chemo's face over Whoopi Goldberg, and you could hardly tell it wasn't Whoopi Goldberg's face.
So you've got chemo, you've got Jerkley. Bottom left is I am Crute.
yeah.
That's Victor.
Yeah, so he was in my channel a while ago. Yeah, he's like, okay, I don't know who he is, but everyone in the chat was like,
who he is.
Everyone in the chat was like, you should talk to him. You should have him on your panel. So I was like, yeah, I talked to him because he was a flat earther that I wasn't anymore. And then I listened to one of his streams. That is the most militant, angry motherfucker I've ever met. Whoever suggested I have him on my stream, you want to see just Trigger Central. That dude is a fucking issue. I would never in my life spend a minute talking to that militant fucker.
Yeah, he is a hot mess.
Dude, you know what just happened? You remember the other day, Shauna was asking you about that weird guy that dressed in costumes in Flat Earth, and we couldn't remember his name, and then whatever it was that Farmer's Boy just said, it just totally reminded me, so here it is.
Okay. Wait.
Who is the guy in the lower left? What was his name?
Victor Groot.
Mr. Moot.
He just did a debate the other day with.
I don't remember him.
Oh, I know who he is. Yes.
That is. I don't think that's Victor Groot. That is Flat Earth. That is Flat Earth Fokker.
Oh, you're talking? No. We're talking about something else.
Yeah, in the lice picture, that's Flat Earth Fokker.
Yeah. We're talking about the very bottom. Q just posted one.
Pardon.
Mr. Moot. Mr. Moot, you're talking about, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy was a Flat Earther, dude. Patricia Steer interviewed him.
In the costume and everything?
Flat Earth videos on his channel, too. And he wears these costumes. He's like a Power Ranger.
Oh, my
villain.
God. Yeah, he is. Wow.
It's really disturbing.
There you go, Sean. My brother gave you a price.
Huh?
1,500.
Oh,
But
talk
that's
to the
not on your
viewers. I'm
chest.
not paying for that shit.
Exactly. Start saving, bud.
For real.
I'm saving up for it. I'm not getting a Care Bear. I'll get my eyeball finished.
No, get that deleted, man. No one likes. It's weird.
That thing's not finished.
You sure?
You guys know that you have to get your entire bodies tattooed before the end of the world so that there's no place they can tattoo any numbers.
Thank you. I haven't even gotten a single one yet.
It's the reason why there's these crazy prepper guys getting their eyelids tattooed because they don't want to have any space where they could get the number of the beast tattooed on them.
Sure, that's not just because they're crazy.
Yeah.
Just made that shit up. That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, that doesn't. They can tattoo over tattoos. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, we're asking Crash to do so. Please.
No, you can't. You can't just tattoo any tattoo over another tattoo.
It has to be darker.
Eventually, you're just gonna get a smeary puddle.
Are they tattooing their ball sack and their
Oh my fucking
god!
Terse, what is the matter with you today?
You don't know.
I'm just
the
saying.
studies are in yet.
Places.
It might be the only place that hasn't been tattooed, so yeah.
On, do you have tattoos?
Huh?
See, the whole
You have
problem
tattoos?
is that
I
was
have
a
2
joke
tattoos.
I was making, Terse. It's not reality.
Yep, I have my
Yeah,
name
no,
and a tribal
it's okay,
tattoo
well, just a bit more
from when I was much younger and
to the
stupider.
point,
But I'm gonna get probably a full sleeve pretty soon.
Yeah, I keep thinking about it, and then I never do it.
Well, see, the thing is
Tribal.
my very first tattoo was like have my name, and I regret doing that one. So it's gonna be a cover up of that. But ever since then, I was like, okay, well, I fucked up once. Now I got to be really sure.
What are you going to cover it up with? Scribble, scribble, scribble?
No, it's going to be like a tribal, but it's going to be a part of a full sleeve. So it will easily be covered up. It won't make a difference.
I don't understand why people put their name. Do you think you're going to forget it or something?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is it because
I know exactly. I know why I got the tattoo. I know exactly why I got the tattoo. The same reason every first time tattoo from a guy gets is pussy.
Well, I've got
doesn't
some
make sense. It
tattoos.
was your name.
Yeah, she convinced me that's what's cool.
And none of them are my name or pussy. You know what I mean?
Sean.
What?
I'm heading. Everyone have a great night.
Oh, good night.
Have a good one.
Thanks for being a good sport.
Later.
His wife's
good.
letting him back in the house.
He's got to stop talking because he's getting.
He's like, see, dear, I'm saying bye. I'm just saying bye to him now. Bye, guys.
There and do the dishes, damn it.
Bye, X.
She's about to hit him.
Have a good night.
See you later. Q, that was priceless. Thank you. See you later.
You're welcome.
See you, mate.
What
I
a
did
day.
like that one.
What a day.
I like that one.
I've
That
got
was
some
good.
horrible tattoos, man. I did when I was like 13 and really drunk. And
Yeah, I don't do tattoos drunk.
I've never
drunk
had a
at
tattoo
13?
since, Yeah, I'm Scottish. Come on.
What?
Yeah.
He hasn't
Explains a lot, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
God, your poor freaking
I
liver.
think you should have rephrased it. You should have said, I've been drunk since I was
No, I haven't
So
been
they
drunk
learn to
since I was
ferment
13,
potatoes
but,
when they're 5.
Lots of drugs and drinking and then drugs and then drinking. You fought back and forth between them
Yeah, but
because you're
you've
not
been
sure
you've been
one was
high, you've
good,
been
and then you
stoned,
find out they're
you've
all
been high,
bad.
you've
And
been stoned,
then
but you've never been sober since you were 13.
No. I have been sober. I used to work on the rigs. I couldn't drink or take drugs out there.
Well, that must have been hard for you.
No, it work. I loved it. I loved being out.
You're such a dick. You're a dick, cute.
I'm good at it. What am I supposed to
Be a dick.
Yeah, if you've got a talent, use it.
All right.
I mean, no harm. Everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, I
If I
understand
saw
that,
Terse
Kieran.
out
I
on
don't take it. I try
If
not
I
to take
saw
it. the
Terse
wrong-
out on the street laying on his back, choking on his vomit, I'd roll him over.
Yeah, I have never choked on my vomit any time ever.
Well, I have.
Yeah, I overdosed on heroin once, but I've
Jesus.
never choked on vomit.
See, now that is a story worth hearing.
Well, maybe someday when we've got time, I'll tell it to you.
I had a dodgy point once.
Sounds like a plan.
Biggest lightweight here, then.
Who, you?
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Cheaper to drink.
I don't.
Don't do any of it. Rarely even drink. Well, I
I-
do like occasional.
I have to do it in moderation because I found out the hard way.
Found what the hard way?
That if I drink too much, my liver. I nearly lost my liver. to drink. So yeah.
Not me.
No thanks.
I hate drinking.
Vodka will do that to you. I could drink it like a fish, not suffer hangover. And then one day, for completely other reasons, the doctors realised that my liver was very close to complete failure. So,
Like the next day.
So I stopped drinking for 6 months, and my liver cured itself, and now indulge just every now and then because I know my liver abuse.
It's a good idea.
That's how you find these things out.
Not drinking probably would be a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you just smoke dope and you know?
I don't smoke. I gave up smoking years ago.
Wait. It's not fucking dope. Stop calling it dope.
I'm sorry, I'm an old
like
user, you know. We used to call it dope and hash and all back then. You know.
It's not dope. Dope is bad.
I don't smoke dope.
You use it in night
They call
contest.
heroin dope now.
Yeah,
Weed is just
exactly.
weed.
That's what I know it as. Every time someone says dope, it sounds weird to me.
Dope is dope.
But you know, I used to be able to smoke, you know, grass or hard or oil. You know, so we got at different times of the year. You got different kinds of cannabis.
You do
coming
shatter?
in, you know?
You do shatter? You do kratom?
No. I'm talking about years ago. You know, you don't get it now. You can't get
It's just all around the body.
variety we used to get. You know what I mean?
So you can get shatter and kratom.
Yeah, I've got no idea what they are. That's young people's thing.
I don't know what they are either.
I have tattoos pretty much everywhere.
But
yeah, we saw you giving us a all around the crash body tour.
Stop! Don't show your eye anymore. That shit is weird.
Yeah, crash is being like an exhibition, dude. We didn't ask for the museum, dude. Nobody bought tickets to the museum today, dude.
Hey, the last one I posted is my most important one because all my customers are told to read that before we sign a contract.
Jesus, dude, and they still sign?
What if they can't read? What if they can't read,
Is
Crash?
this guy off his nut?
Waste my time.
Oh, great art's here.
I was going to get the Jesse James dollar bills on my palm, but I thought that was
Art Rex is
Art Rex is
the big little kid.
He's what? Who?
He's a big little kid. He has furry dice.
You're gonna bully him now? Now you're gonna bully him?
Oh yeah, his dice.
Yep, actually I am. He is the other one I bully. I go to his live stream, tell him he's a homo, and I leave.
Sean,
he does it to me. It's not my fault. He relishes in being the victim. I see what it is.
Looking yet?
You gonna talk? You're not muted, fucking pussy. Your mom not letting you talk. Someone's grounded.
Ex's wife won't let him out of the house.
That's why he was running.
That's true. He was walking around for like what, 9 miles?
X will be back when his wife kicks him out because he's still listening.
On bad jokes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, he's not in the meeting anymore, so he had
bug
to
your
go.
friends instead.
Yeah,
He's sitting in the room, and he's listening, and he's going, "My jokes are still fantastic."
Yeah.
They're magical, don't you know?
He goes in there and tells his wife, they love my jokes.
He's probably recorded it, and he's going to put a laugh track on it later.
Oh, canned laughter. Oh dear.
He's telling his wife that they do really love my jokes. They're for real. You should.
A real boy.
How to kill it?
Hack it up there, Sean. Hack it up.
If I was ever going to make a video and put canned laughter on it, it would be the one where Shanji cried.
That's why it hurts.
Actually, last night On Modern Day
See, it
Debate,
would be
James
great.
was laughing his head off at Darth Darkins, and it was priceless because he was so pissed at him.
That was hilarious.
I didn't see
Did
it.
you watch that? Oh yeah, you were there, Crash. Wasn't that funny? Oh my god,
Yeah, Dark.
that was one of his best shows ever.
Is that what? And that's on the modern day
Oh,
one.
he was so
It
pissed at him.
They have so many debates. I
was not too-
can't watch every one of them.
I
Yeah,
was
but
not too
this
happy
one
with
because he just triggered Darth so badly, and then he couldn't stop laughing. James couldn't stop laughing at him, and it made him madder and madder, and he finally rage quit.
I was not happy with
And he came
Darth's
back.
opening statement.
Yeah, that was stupid. And then Darth comes back just to tell James what a horrible moderator he is and how disappointed he is. And then James just started laughing it up again.
Oh dear.
I think Sean does that to people. He doesn't laugh at them. He just like berates them.
Oh, James really got under his skin, but it was perfect.
Have you tried to have an actual discussion with Travis? He tends to get underneath your skin.
Yeah, I don't know about having a conversation with him, but we've had a discussion with him, and he kind of like turns into a child.
It's easy to trigger,
Call, the names under the sun, and then just screams shit at you.
Yep.
No, I've had conversations with
The
him.
best conversation that Travis has ever had with anyone in this room is currently waiting to be finished and published on my channel.
I'm so excited.
You know what I'm saying? He does that where he just gets like angry, and then he just screams shit at you.
Before he got big, and when he first started doing his live streams, when I was on there off air,
Big?
I had awesome conversations.
Did you
with
say
Travis.
big?
Since then,
Yeah, he meant
did. It's like,
big-headed,
what?
big
yeah,
head.
big-headed.
Oh, okay.
After that, you can't have a conversation with nothing. Before he tried doing his whole shit and was just getting going, you could have a decent conversation.
I think he was worse before.
Oh no, he's much worse now.
No,
Much worse
he's
now.
much worse now. Now he is the authority in his eyes.
Yep.
He considers
not-
himself
he
the
knows
modern day
better.
Copernicus. He said he is Copernicus.
Yeah, he's
It's
the new
unbelievable.
Copernicus. We're all brained mammals.
He doesn't say he is Copernicus. He says he's our Copernicus.
Yeah,
So it's really
the
personal.
Copernicus of our day.
It's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, he cannot look past the ether.
Sean
band.
and I-
You try to talk to him about any other subject, he just falls apart.
Unless it's
yeah,
interrupted.
exactly.
He knows a lot about
heard him
interrupting.
the other day, and he wouldn't
yeah.
go there. We tried to get him on land and had him prove his little ether band while he was on actual terra firma.
I'm pretty good at interrupting his joke,
You're right about that, Q. He's always like, "Oh, I thought I was still talking. I didn't realize." that kind of shit when somebody starts interrupting. That childish shit that he does in the
Let
voices.
the man folk talk.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh.
He does
When he
crap,
gets
too.
pissed, he just gets misogynistic.
Yeah. Well, I'd say he did today, didn't he?
I think it's cute though, because I know he's full of
Yeah,
shit.
he's lucky he didn't do it yesterday when I was already freaking irate at him.
That's what he wants, It's like Darth Darkins. He wants you to get triggered so he can just yell back. And it's a back and forth screaming match.
Attention and drama.
It is what
Hey,
YouTube
farmers,
is made for.
didn't we peg Gleam right that he would say that he won?
Oh, the comments he was posting, sort of. Yeah, you can tell when he gets to day. I mean, he just puts comment after comment after comment, and he's the classic pigeon playing chess.
Yeah, that's his whole MO is to say enough words that you get tired of listening, and you just throw your hands up in the air, and then he claims, "Oh, I schooled you. I schooled you hard."
Yeah. Unfortunately, his idea of school, if I argue with him and think I've made a cogent response to them, I have schooled them. And as he said at the start of that debate, when he said, "I don't have a formal education." Yes, and you prove that every time you post a quotation, every time you post a comment, every time you open your mouth, because you know fuck all.
He won't take any correction from anybody that does have a formal education.
No,
he's not willing to learn. He was lying through that whole discussion about his motivations.
Yep.
But that's the thing. I mean, him and Lemon Bird and what's it, the Chris, whatever his name is, and the chat, he never comes in. They use like supposedly scientific words. They don't understand what they mean, but they just throw them in there halfway through a sentence to make them make people believe that they understand science. You know.
Yeah, but what makes Gleam an even strange character is that he will go into the flat Earth hangouts and he will tell them that they're wrong, and he will espouse the globe Earth, and he'll get all the shit from them, and then he comes into our hangouts, he gets all from us. It's like, are you really just thriving on being a complete and are you just doing it for the attention? Because I've never seen anybody actually properly support him. I mean, there's a lot of flat earthers who think he's intelligent, presents brilliant arguments and all the rest of it. But it's only because they're just as thick as he is. But there's nobody half an ounce of common sense have actually said, yeah, hang on a minute, Gleam, that's quite a good... Because he makes good points. Because he doesn't know how to.
And he's always so nice when he's on live camera, on live streams. And then as soon as he gets back into the chat, he reverts right back into his asshole self.
Yeah, he is a Jekyll and Hyde character. Yeah, because in the side chat, he is a complete and utter... I'm not going to use the word, but there's 4 letters.
Sure.
Yeah. And when he's actually in voice chat or in a debate, he's a completely different... Oh no. Hello,
I understand. Oh, you taught me something here. Blah, 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 blah.
In the side chat, ha, 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 you're all wrong. Ha, 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 I've schooled you. Ha, 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 ha. What?
You're right. Yeah. The two sides of Gleam.
Oh, yeah. He really is Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, it's like...
guys, I didn't see that
he
side
asks
of
us
him.
questions, we answer them. We ask him a question, he changes the subject or moves on to something else or disseminates, Yeah.
A lot of them do that. That's why I don't even bother. Why don't you answer the question? Well, come you can't give me the information. Well, you've been given it like 350 times before.
Hello, Brenda.
What's up, Brenda? How you doing?
Brenda?
Not much.
Hi, Brenda. How you doing, love?
I got criticized by...
You were in Modern Day Debate stream in the chat yesterday. How did you like that ending?
It's typical for Darth.
James having the giggles was unbelievable. It pissed him off so badly.
Yeah, I think that's one of the better responses. Shannon Q also did a good job by not buying into his script. But I thought that the Snake was right, did a really good job, about as good as could be.
You can't argue with Darth in the first place. I mean, you can't really have a discussion because he turns it into an interrogation. And then if you try, if you don't, he doesn't get the answers that he wants because he's reading off of a precept script, then he just gets angry and calls you all kinds of names.
Yeah, it's like they ask you 100 questions, and if you get one question wrong where you're answering from memory, and you get it wrong, they're like, see, I won,
Oh, Darth is just an ass. And James's response was perfect to him being such a dick. I loved it.
But they always start off like you have a topic like perspective, like in Jose's, you know what I mean? You start off on the subject that you're talking about, and then they bring it back to the horizon, and then they take it out into the distance of the stars, and then they take it out into the Big Bang, and it's like they just go on and on looking for something you've got to say I don't know, and then they're like, see, science doesn't know anything.
It's distraction. As soon as they realise that the conversation or they can't give a cogent answer, then it's quick, change the subject. Let's get to something else. Blah 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 blah.
know why anybody even talks to Bernhards and Brian Brain Leak, as we call them.
Oh
Neither
my
one of
God,
them
those
have
two.
anything
Like
to
I
say.
said, I told Jose I told Jose I want to have a debate with Brian about just the instruments. I don't even care about the shape of their talking to him, but the way he talks about instruments it just irritates the crap out of me. So wrong and just
Couldn't
so.
that guy be a concrete finisher?
Because all he needs to know is beep 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 beep. It's all he has to care about.
Backing
Beep
up
beep
of a
beep beep.
truck.
No, it's
well,
a little
if it's his
beeping of the
own
grave.
business, he has to big jobs. He has to know basic math.
Maybe he has someone under him. I don't know. Then
I
he's
had
playing
to leave
stupid.
Jose's stream. I had to leave Jose's the other day because I tried to get a word in edgewise to try and actually help Brian, and he just kept talking and talking and talking.
Oh, he can't help
He's
it.
to talk when
He definitely has ADD or something like that. There's something wrong there.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
he can't
turn the
stop.
sound off, come back 5 minutes later, and he's still
Still
talking.
rambles. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
He
I
didn't say
like is
anything,
how
though.
what I like is how Renee, Earth is Seriously Flat, got arrested.
Yeah, we heard
we
about
talked
that.
about that earlier on. Yeah, that's just priceless.
That's the safest place he can be right now.
Don't get Sean G riled up again.
Yeah, yeah. I've made it very clear. No. I made it very clear. If I saw that guy, I'd spend some time in jail on purpose. It's okay. It'd be worth it
What
to me.
gets me with Brian today, he was talking about taking levels, and he was talking about using a fucking a 5 foot fucking measuring tape. I was like, that's not how you take levels. You know what I mean? It's like you use a fucking a staff. You know what I mean? And he's talking about if you measure it with a tape measure and then you move the tape. You don't measure levels like that. I don't know what he's doing, but
Like I said, he's using tape measures all the time. Barely knows how to use a level. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's the main issue. I give a shit less what he thinks because he likes his savior. Like everyone has like their get out of the argument thing they do. Brian's is I'm not flat earther. Every time he gets into a corner, I'm not a flat earther. I'm just trying to say, dude.
I got an open mind. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know either way. That kind of thing.
But he does the same thing Travis does, where he's like, "You're wrong." Wait.
Yeah, can you explain why I'm wrong?
It's a bit like Pete Sheets, isn't it? When Pete Sheets he goes, "Show your fucking face."
What's that got to do with
it? Because it's classic distraction. That's what they do. As soon as they know they've got to distract, change the subject.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing poker. They all have a tell. You can tell when they've been, backed up against a wall. Yep. Travis likes to say, "Oh, you have fun with that. Oh, you guys have fun with that." That's when you know that he's giving up because he's been fucking called out.
Yeah. Yeah, they've all got it.
And then there's SE Montreal.
He is a source of constant amusement to me. He knows nothing.
He knows less than nothing, I swear.
Hang on, but I've been studying 40 years of astronomy and there's 11 vectors to Earth.
Hang on. I like Montreal. He's a special case because Montreal is he's always likes to remind him that he's not a flat earther. And my favorite now is because I asked him the other day if he was a flat earther, and he said no. I said, "Well, do you believe the Earth is a sphere?" And he gets bumbled because he has to say it is because he's not a flat earther.
Yeah, but he's like Gleam. He's a flat earther. He just doesn't admit it.
Yeah, I don't dislike Montreal at all because he can be really nice and but the level of just the parroting that he does.
Well, I can say for a fact over like the past few weeks, he has been like on more of like this weird offensive thing where usually he like sits back and talks. Lately, he's been more like offensive and that's weird. But I mean, he doesn't do it to me. I've heard him doing it more often.
Right. Yeah, but do you think he's doing that so that he can get his voice in the chat?
No. Montreal's is a well-known panelist. He doesn't need to do that. He knows he doesn't need to. I just don't think that's what it was. I think I don't know. Maybe he's got a resurgence and debate feeling, wants to argue more. I don't know. Like I said, I know a lot of people are here because they like to argue, and if that's the case, that's good and all. But you're not going to get anywhere, and as long as everyone knows that that's not going to get them anywhere, it's just about the conversation. That's fine, but you know what I mean. It's good and all. Everyone likes to have those conversations and the debates and all that good stuff. But as long as you know you're not gonna get anywhere, then the conversation can keep going. But if you're trying to get somewhere, there are people you just realize it's not worth having that conversation.
You're never going to get anywhere anyway.
I think Montreal.
On you go, Angel.
I was going to say, I think Montreal, like a lot of the flat earthers recently, felt empowered by this whole black swan nonsense, and maybe that's a part of the reason why he's been on the offensive more lately, because he really feels like that proved something.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Proves refraction. I mean, I like a good argument, but I'm trying to make cognitive points, and when one of your points or two or three of your points have been totally disproven over the last 2 or 3 hangouts, you know what I mean, in the last week, and then you come back in like Montreal did today, and Jose's, and did that same thing. He brought in a point that had totally been blown out of the water already 2 or 3 times, you know what I mean, in the last week, and then he brought it back. I'm thinking, why are you bringing in a conversation that's already been dealt with and shown to it? And he even agreed to it. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. And then he brings it back in another conversation another day. You know, I don't understand.
That's because it's all he's got. And I think today revealed the fact that he doesn't actually understand what the horizon is. I think he might genuinely think that the horizon is a step, and that there is actually a change in level going. I think,
or it's a fixed point that never moves or something. That's kind of
I genuinely think what an horizon is.
It's a tangent line. They don't.
Look, we all know.
Yeah, but farmers, you know my explanation. They think it just drops down directly behind the horizon.
Correct. Well, if you listen to Montreal, and he keeps saying, "Oh, if you're tall in the horizon 3 miles," and yet we can see things beyond. I think he genuinely believes that at that 3 miles there's a cutoff, and that anything past 3 miles drops past this cutoff, and you shouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, like it's a cliff or something. It's a cliff that goes bing and it falls. You know, direct.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I honestly think that he doesn't understand what we're on about, and that 3 mile is the point that things will start to then disappear beyond the curvature. I think he genuinely believes cut line, and anything past those 3 miles drops behind it, it disappears completely.
Yeah, I felt the same way today with the way he was talking.
Yeah, that's the impression I got.
Yeah,
and I think that's why he genuinely thinks Black Swan is a killer for the globe Earth. Because look, there's the horizon, but we can see things beyond it. Well, of course you can see it, any horizon, even if you've got a buccal refraction. If it's tall enough, that's why we only see like half, because the other half, as we all know, is beyond the curve. But I think he genuinely thinks that there's just this magical drop-off point, and everything should just disappear from view.
Yeah, like a cliff or something.
Yeah, exactly like that. A cliff, a big step, something, so that once we go beyond the 3, we shouldn't be able to see it at all. And that was the impression I got today listening.
Yeah, same here. And when you explain to him, if you go up, 1,000 feet, you're going to see farther.
Get that thing in sight again. Yeah.
Past that point, but then he started saying, "Well, that's been our argument the whole time." It's like, what are you talking about? We're describing an enormous sphere, buddy.
Right before you guys start again, thank you, C4. C4 did a super chat. He said, "Hope everyone and their families are doing well and staying safe."
So far.
Yes.
So far, so good.
Thank you, C4.
Thank you, C4. I'm doing my best for my family.
We're all hanging in there trying to keep some.
The whole everybody's family is good as well, man.
All right, that's what you got to do. Try to keep it as normal as possible. Get used to it. Don't fight it.
I normally have to touch people.
What did you say? That came out of nowhere.
I normally have to touch people.
Oh yeah, that's what you do, huh?
Yeah.
That's his thing.
So you're like, I think I'm gonna shut down.
Think about it. I get paid to touch people.
Yeah, yeah. Your profession is just dead right now. You have a sniffle.
Are you a porn
Are you a
star?
male stripper?
No, he's what the
No.
hell, you guys? Why your fucking brains all have to go to the gutter?
Are you a masseur, or a physical therapist?
No, tattoo artist.
Yeah.
But you were close.
I was gonna say how far we could go with that. I want to know all the profession he knows where you gotta touch somebody.
Do you do specials? Bearded devil, do you do specials?
Do I do specials?
I hate to ask where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Like after school specials?
Well, masseurs, I'm
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I've heard. I've never been in that outfit, but I've heard.
At what point are we building a cupboard to put Terse in?
Outside and grab some fresh air.
I've got a little box in the corner of my room, and when I get really bad, I lock myself in it. You know,
Go tuck him in.
That came from left field. Or no, I saw it coming head on. I just didn't jump out the way fast enough.
No.
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 No. All right, gentlemen and gent, or what are the women?
Girls and gals,
ladies and gentlemen.
No, what's what's the woman version of it though? Of that.
Of what?
Guys and gals.
It's already ruined. All right, boys and squirrels. I knew that one.
Wasn't a good joke anyway, Sean. Come on.
I wasn't. X fucking rubbed off. And fucking, I hate that guy. He's okay, but I hate when he tells jokes. Doesn't make any sense.
One of these days, he'll tell a good joke. I'm telling you, one of these days.
I'll try. I just won't try as hard as X is, so maybe it'll happen sooner or later.
I mean, X. One of these days, X will tell a good joke.
No, that won't happen. I've known him a while. Never. He just does not have a good joke in his system. He's worse than Brian. Brian's was bad. X is way bad. Like every once in a while, Brian will come through with a win, but X, nope, not even a little bit. You see them coming so far, it hurts before he even starts talking.
Yeah, I'm terrible at the jokes. I've got no sense of timing. I guess it's because I've spent so much time working night shifts. I don't know. See,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
right
not
there.
I'm not good at telling jokes either. It's probably because I'm so skinny. I got to run in the shower.
Yeah, you've got to run around in the shower to get wet, yeah.
That's the joke that X told earlier.
Yeah, but the words mean something. You've got to run around in the shower to get wet. You've got to finish the whole joke,
No, I'm just proving I'm pretty funny, and the joke still ain't funny even when I tell it.
Yeah. You got zero laugh.
Well, I laughed because I understood it,
That doesn't count.
I know I don't count, Sean. I'm Scottish. Scottish people don't count. I know that.
You do count. It's just your vote doesn't count in that one. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired. I'm starting to get hungry. Been on for, of course, 4 hours. I say I don't want to do 4 hours, but every day I do 4 hours. It's fucking crazy. All right, actually, I did 3. I'm on crack. Never mind.
See, you do 6 and 7 hours, Sean. What? You've not enough pizza in the house?
I used to do 8-hour streams daily. That will take a toll. I can't do that no more. But I used to do it all the time.
I know. I used to do it. I used to do 12 and 14 streams.
C4, as long as we'll see. I'm off work for different reasons than the virus. I'm off work because of the rain. So as long as it's raining here in San Diego, I'll be live the next day because it takes time to dry out. So I will be live tomorrow. Matter of fact, it rained this morning. So yeah, I'll be around tomorrow to C4. Tomorrow it'll be a little bit more topic based. I got a couple of ideas I want to do. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything so that way it's not a half-assed topic. but
Cool.
it should be good. Kind of start breaking it up and start actually having some topics going on and do the banter after instead of just winging it. But yeah, it's been working, so I do appreciate it, guys. Everyone on the panel, I do appreciate it because again, you guys help fill in the blanks and makes it fun. So thank you.
Cool. No worries.
And I will be back.
I'm not sure I help anything. But
oh, Church, you have no
I didn't
idea.
even do anything.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, see, you just did. Is your mom out of the room?
Yeah, my mom's in the
Not
living room.
you. Not you, damn it.
Got him.
I'm leaving now.
Yeah, go on.
You ruined it. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I said it again. Today was a good fun hangout. That's what I need. And hopefully that's what you guys need. Everything gets serious, too damn serious. It gets boring. Like I was saying earlier, though, when it comes down to the whole Travis argument, over the past 2 days, whether it be on my panel or Jose's channel, it's been pretty laid out that everyone realizes that Travis is just clueless and refusing to answer any questions about how he comes to the conclusions he does. And I know it's based on him having to be flat for him. It's just not something I'm going to be diving all into. I said, before I said I wasn't going to be talking about flat Earth anymore. That went a good 3-4 months. It's possible, but then I start arguing again, and I like the conversation. So I don't mind the conversation, but I don't feel like speaking to brick walls. That definitely won't be happening. It's old, real old. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the fuck out of it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In the yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the oh well. Need 100 milli on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?